for some good old high school football. It's the Arkansas Sports Network's Game of the Week. Now, before we get started, go ahead and give that like button a little touchdown dance. Hit us up in the comments and let us know who you're rooting for tonight. The Arkansas Sports Network's Game of the Week is being presented by Tyson Foods, by D3 Auto Sales, by Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal Services, by our good friends at Razor Polish, and by Arkansas Tech University. Tonight we have the Charleston Tigers as they take on the Elkins Elks. It's going to be a good one tonight here at Alumni Field at Charleston High School. So do all of your friends and family a favor and let them know you're watching Charleston and Elkins right here on the Arkansas Sports Network. It's game time. Let's send it out live to your Arkansas Sports Network team. Here's Brad Caldwell and Duran Miller.
All right, we'd like to welcome everybody here to Alumni Field at Charleston, Arkansas. This is Duran Miller bringing you the play-by-play tonight with my color man, Brad Caldwell, and the entire crew here. We've got Nate Sparks and Aaron Powers both working in production and camera. And we're excited to be here today in Charleston here. Big-time matchup. We got the number 4 in the 4A. Elks comes to town 1-0 after defeating Pottsville 51-0 last week. And a Pottsville team we feel is going to be pretty competitive this year in their conference. And then we've got the number 4 team in our 3A poll, the Charleston Tigers. This is their first game of the season. Brad, talk to me about what you think, what you're excited about going into this game.
Well, we're excited to be here, number one. It's always good to be at a great place to watch football on a Friday night, Charleston. The 5-time state champions just won in 2022, the defending state champions, but this is a team that is a little different than what we're used to seeing. A younger team that lost every starter but 4 coming back from last year. They've got some guys, though, and you know that Charleston's got that tradition that they're going to be able to lean on, and they're going to be a competitive football team. Tonight, though, the number 4 Elkins Elks come in. Elkins is a team right now that you've got to consider as one of the very best teams in 4A and a state title contender there in from the 1-4A and in 4A. Let me get some shout-outs real quick. We want to say thank you to Pine Grove Christmas Tree Farm for joining us tonight, being a sponsor along with Shelter Insurance of Charleston and Jim Milam and the office there at Charleston. We appreciate them. It's going to be a great night for football. We're just trying to see what is going on with each team. You know, Elkins has the advantage, Duran, of being able to get that warm-up out of the way and being able to play a little game. So, anyway, let's say this, too. Hit that share button for us. Let everybody know you're watching right here on the Arkansas Sports Network. It's going to be a fun night of football. Also, don't forget, we've got Overtime Arkansas after that. It's going to be a great time. We've got a few things that we worked out from last week. We're looking forward to bringing it to you this week.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got an action-packed, jam-full night of action for you, and we're getting ready here to kind of get this thing going. You talked about Elkins a little bit in the 4A, and, man, they're number 4 in our polls on the Arkansas Sports Network, and that's a logjam up at the top of the 4A right now.
It really is.
We had Malvern. I think we did their game, of course, last week. They lost to Prosper, Texas. They moved down a hair. Are they in the 3 spot, I believe? Or are they at the 2?
Malvern's in the 2 spot.
2 spot. We got Rivercrest at 1.
Yes, that's right.
And then who we got at 3? Is it our
the 3 was Harding Academy.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like we said, a log jam right there at the top of this 4A. And then when you drop down to 3A and you talk about Charleston, and, you know, it doesn't get much better. It's a lot of good talent around the state there up at the top. We got Boonville coming in at the number 1 spot.
Yeah, absolutely. You got Prescott number 2 there, and I mean, you know, every year you go through that 3A, 4A both. You're going to see a lot of the same names at the top. 4A, you got Nashville, Harding Academy, you know, all those guys. Malvern, any of the 4A7, you know, and any of those guys that are going to win it. And then you got your Charlestons, you got your Boonvilles, and boy, you've got the same guys every single year up at the top. So.
All right, so we're fixing to get ready for some football here. We're going to take our first break. We'll be back in just a moment, and when we get back here, we'll have the coin toss, and we'll get underway. We'll be back from Alumni Field right after this.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
One way that you can see a kid play, and that's the whole point of what we do, is to allow kids to be seen through the Arkansas Sports Network. We don't do highlight tapes, we do full games. And so you can see any kid that you want to just by watching us.
No, I thought you guys, matter of fact, that's funny because for me, like I couldn't get out and go to the state tournaments because we were playing. And I actually got to watch a lot of the games through y'all's network.
Oh, well, thank you.
To watch, and the kids we were recruiting, we just signed the Jaron Burrow kid from Manila.
Yeah.
You know, and just watching, we got to watch his games through the state tournament and seeing him play that we wouldn't have been able to go watch.
Tommy Reddick right now playing with onions. Burrow for 3. Wow. Back at him. This is fun, ain't it? It's a privilege, boys, to be up here calling these games.
Number one, thank you guys for what you're doing here.
Oh, I appreciate it.
We were watching at home last night. I hope you guys know what you're doing here matters. And you guys have been one of the stories of the postseason is the job you're doing here.
And we've got Bree McCarty on the line here. Congratulations, Bree. Bree, tell us a little bit about how you feel about winning the Arkansas Sports Network and D3 Auto Sales Arkansas Girls High School MVP.
Well, I'm definitely honored. I'm really excited about it.
On this front line. Rodriguez, he's going to set up Maddie Smith. He goes across the court. The libero's there. That's that freshman setting up Welch. Was it in? I think it was. Nope, it's out.
They're calling a tap, though.
Oh, there's a miscommunication.
Rolling out the pass. He throws it, and King comes underneath it. He intercepts it. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20, the 10, and he's going to be brought down from behind. And I'll tell you what, Luke King is showing.
What's up, everybody? This is Dare Saul, owner and general manager of D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc, Arkansas, and we are a proud sponsor of Arkansas Sports Network. Arkansas Sports Network has been so great to the communities and small towns of Arkansas and high school sports. They are on their way to be the biggest thing in high school sports, and we're proud to be a sponsor.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
All right, back here at Alumni Field. Let's talk about the D3 Auto Sales, the MVP trophy. We started last year, was the inaugural season for that. We got it started kind of late. Had huge support. It really blew up on us, and it was fun to see. All about the kids here, and this year we had 70 nominations before Game 1 ever got kicked off, and that list is continuing to grow now. Talk to me about some of the guys that you know are on that list, Brad, that we're looking forward to seeing throughout the year.
Well, you've got a couple of them from tonight with Elkins. Dizzy Dean and Deshaun Chairs. Those two guys were at the top of the list last year, one of the top 15 that we had last year. You've got all the big names throughout the state of Arkansas. Courtney Crutchfield, is a guy that's committed to the University of Arkansas. He's one of those guys. I mean, you've got guys that you may not have heard of. We've got, like you said, 70 on the list this year. It was a preliminary list that we came out with from all over the state of Arkansas. And really, when it comes down to this D3 Auto Sales MVP Award, it's not about who's the highest recruited. It's all about, let's try to find this kid that had the best statistical, not necessarily just the best season. Who had the best season? Because you do
most
have to consider
team,
You do have to consider wins and losses in that. You know what I mean? And so we want to thank D3 Auto Sales for being a part of that. Also, Heirloom Legal has been awesome to us throughout. They've been right with us from the very start, from the time that we were just a Pottsville stream only. They have been with us, and so we appreciate them. And then, of course, the Pine Tree Christmas Farm from Charleston, Arkansas. We appreciate them. Pine Grove Christmas Farm, I should say. We appreciate them being a part tonight, as long with Shelter Insurance of Charleston. Also, the other night, and I'm just plugging this now. You guys can do with it whatever you want to do with it, but on Cash App, you can Cash App us. If you like what we do here, every dollar counts here at the Arkansas Sports Network. I can promise you that. And our Cash App or Venmo is AR Sports Net. The other night, we had almost $300 cashed out to us. And I promise you it went to help our broadcast and help us get across the state of Arkansas. Next week, we got a big one coming up. Two Razorback commitments on both sides of the ball. Marcus Wimberly of Bauxite and Grayson Wilson of CAC. We're going to be in Little Rock next week at Mustang Mountain. It's going to be a great time there. And then I know that there's some people down in Prairie County that's listening and watching right now. Desark and Carlisle is our September. I want to say March. I keep wanting to say March. September the 15th ball game, and we're excited to be a part of that as well.
Yeah, big time schedule we've got set up and planned for this season. Just trying to get you different games from all across the state. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Like you said, next week, Marcus Wimberly, the Razorback commitment, 2 Razorback commitments in that game. Him and, like you said, Grayson Wilson. Grayson Wilson, just a junior. Guy's the real deal. I've seen him. I got to do a game of his last year. I actually saw Wimberly as well. Wimberly's so fun to watch. Gets the ball in all kinds of different ways. He'll take it off. He'll get a handoff. Come around, sweeps actions in the backfield. He gets it out as a receiver and makes some plays in the return game as well. And then, of course, Grayson Wilson, right off the bat last year in warm-ups as a sophomore, he's making the throws, the 35-yard down and outs, and you could just see it right off the bat. The kid has the tools, that's for sure, and it's just putting it all together. And obviously they're really excited about him nationally as he's getting all kinds of offers and looks. But we're going to go ahead and kick it out to one more break. We got about 2 minutes, 35 seconds, and we're going to be out here ready for football. So let's kick it to one more break, and we'll be back right after this on ASN.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but we know there's growth in the journey. At ATU, we value this moment because here, nature becomes your classroom. So breathe it in. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
It's so hot, you're going to think my prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not going to believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now.
Take those stats a little bit, try to go from there, and if I struggle, I'll just. All right, we're back here at Alumni Field, and we're getting ready for kickoff.
Yeah,
we were talking there when they did the coin toss. I didn't quite see who won and.
Well, you know, we said
we
came in a little early, but they took 3 minutes off the clock. You don't see that. You don't see that very often. So here we are. We're getting ready for football. I didn't see who won the toss. Duran, I am going to push this over to you. I'm going to let you do it, and we'll see how that goes. Live production, as always, on the Arkansas Sports Network.
Right.
Yes. Correct. They won the toss. Thank you, Aaron. So Elkins won the toss. They deferred to the second half.
Right.
Charleston will receive the kickoff because when they defer, you don't want to kick off. You want to take the ball. So, we're good there. We're set. These are all touchdowns, by the way, which I didn't. And I think my penalties we need to clear out, but we'll do that. So kicking off for Elkins is number 82, Dawson Malice. Dawson Malice kicking off for Elkins. Back deep to receive for Charleston is number 2, Reese Marechka. Marechka's a kid that we called in basketball last year. And then flanking him is Bryson Kendricks and Eli Huck. And I think those are names that we're going to call a lot tonight for the Tigers.
Yes, definitely. We heard a lot about Huck especially and Marechka, and they kind of do a little bit of everything. And that is Marechka on the reception.
Good
return. He gets up over to 30, down to about the 33-yard line, and that is where the Charleston Tigers are going to start.
Hey, Duran, I just thought of something. Just hand me that because I'm pretty sure you don't have to get ready for next week. I'm pretty sure I can help you out. We'll just say that. So, okay, you're good. Your hands are free. So, Marechka, good return here, and looks like Charleston's ready to go.
All right, so we got I formation. I'm sorry, I formation. We've got a shotgun here. We got a spread. We got 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Looks like number 5 is an H-back, Jared Smithson. Got a spin move in the backfield. Elkins is going to blow that up. They swarm to the ball. A lot of purple and white down there.
Mason Allen was the first to get in the backfield there, and that was a loss of about 2 on the play.
Yep. Going to back him up to about the 31, about a football short of the 31, closer to the 32. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 12. Carter Little, the quarterback, back in the gun again. He's going to roll to his left. He's going to try to get it out to a man in the flat there, running down the 35-yard line. It is short. Now it's going to bring up 3rd down just like that. So quick early drive as Charleston misfires a little bit on the first couple plays, but they still got an opportunity here. Going to have to pick up a 3rd and 12, though.
Yep. You said I formation coming out. Does I formation even exist anymore? A little nerves.
Not very often.
This is your first day of play-by-play too, so you know.
For the year.
Yeah.
So let's see what they got. We got 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right. We've got a man draped beside Marechka. Beside Little, that's Marechka in the backfield. 1 H-back. He's back to pass, has a little bit of a pocket, a little bit of time. There was some bumping, and there is a flag that's going to come out.
It looks like that's going to be PI there, and I'll tell you what.
Trying to hit Eli.
That was actually a really good throw by Little.
Yeah, he got tangled up.
He hit him right there, but the PI is what caused that there, and that's going to give – it looks like that'll be enough. Well, it may not be quite enough for first down. I forget how high school does it, so I don't know that it's automatic. Is it automatic on PI? We're about to find out.
I think it's 15-yard penalty, and so it should be.
Should be enough. Yep. So let's see what they call here and how they assess it.
Bigger though, there was nobody back there. If he takes that off of that slant, that deep flag pattern there, he's gone.
Yeah. And again, Little threw the ball right on the button. I mean, right on the button. So that is a first down, 15-yard penalty on Elkins there.
Going to move the ball up to the 46-yard line.
And, one of the reasons why you do PI is because you beat, and it looked like he had him on the post there.
But we got, once again, Little in the shotgun, Marechka beside him. It's a little toss out to Marechka. A couple men burst in, and eventually they're going to blow it up. That's number 34, for the Elks to come flying in. Mason Allen,
that's his second
senior
tackle
running back
already.
linebacker, and he's flashing a little bit early.
Yep, and he's already got 2 tackles, both of them for loss. He's in the backfield. He's making his presence felt early.
Loss of 1 on the play, going to bring up a 2nd and 11. Ball is on the 50. I'm sorry, ball is on the 45-yard line.
If you hadn't hit that share button, go ahead and do that for us. Let everybody know you're watching here on ASN. It really helps us out.
Little has it. Ooh, that was tricky, and that was that man again.
I'm
number
telling you,
34.
he's everywhere tonight.
Mason Allen kind of helped blow up that play. I thought the ball kind of bounced into his lap for a second. It was kind of behind the intended receiver. That was a nice little draw up. Just great coverage by Elkins that time. Quarterback kind of, it's one of those where you kind of lead to the left and then you reverse pivot, try to come back around. Good job by Elkins staying home.
Elkins running a 3-3 out there right now. Kind of a hybrid 3-3-ish, 3-4-ish type of defense there. And right now, they've got enough athletes on the field. But look at the defensive line. They've got a good-sized defensive line, even though they're 3 men down here.
Yep, they had 3 standing up in there as well. So really 6 guys.
Oh, good catch.
Oh, wow. And then he dropped it. That could be a fumble.
Man.
He reached behind with one hand, had that ball for a moment, but wrapped up. That was Huck. Couldn't eventually bring it in.
That would have been a top play right there. Nice job by Huck. Nice effort there. Just not quite enough. And the ball was thrown behind him, so that was tough, and the guy was right on his hip.
That's right, 3rd and 11. So a moment ago on 3rd and 12, they had a nice play drawn up. Quarterback threw the ball right on time, but there was a pass interference call to help them get the first down. Let's see what they can do here. It looks like, is it 4th? It is 4th. I was looking at the stick, so I apologize. They didn't change them. That punt, going to bring him up. He's going to muff it. Charleston's going to be on it. Oh, it's going to go out of bounds.
That was a missed opportunity right there by Charleston.
Emiliano Guyana, who had an opportunity there to get that ball, he's another kid that we've heard about that is going to really help this Charleston offense tonight.
Well, now Charleston's tasked with the trying to stop the Elkins offense. Elkins put up 51 last week, like you said, against Pottsville. And, you know, they've just got weapons all over the field right now. So this is a tough task here for the Tigers tonight.
So it's a 2-by-2 formation, 4 wide. Got Dizzy Dean at quarterback. Is that 7 back there beside him? Ben Napier. And they got a flag early. Looks like we got some illegal motion, procedure.
Left guard took just a little bit of a flinch there.
That was Deshaun Chairs back there beside him. I apologize.
Boy, Chairs is a guy so dangerous back there. I don't know what his college looks are right now, but I guarantee he's getting a bunch of them.
So it's going to back him up 5. It's going to be 2nd and 15. I'm sorry, first, we'll repeat the down. 1st and 15 at the 38 of Elkins. Dean has it. He hands it off to Chairs. Chairs is going to have to bounce it outside. He's able to get the edge a little bit, but good job by Charleston to string that out. Only a gain of about 2. He might have got 3. We'll see the official mark.
You hear people talk about setting the edge. Good job by Charleston there to do just that, set the edge, kept him inside. And you're going to have to do that all night long.
So 3-yard gain is going to bring up 2nd and 12. Dean reverses pivot, puts it on the money, and number 1, James Townsend, the junior, not able to pull that one in. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long.
David McCamey was back there on the pressure, and, man, he did a great job. It was Dizzy Dean that made the throw there, just couldn't come up with the completion. So big 3rd down here for the Charleston defense.
Have you heard, is there a story about Dizzy Dean and the name? And
that's his great-grandfather.
That's right. That's what I thought I've heard that before, but I wanted to ask you before I said it. He rolls out this time, trying to get to number 9, which is Jaquay Walden, but that one was a little high. He couldn't bring it in, and great coverage from Charleston that time. They were all over his back trying to climb the ladder on him.
Nice job there by the Charleston defense doing their thing. And now back to punt is going to be number 12, Landon Neal for the Elkins Elks.
He is a backup quarterback as well.
Yep. We got Marechka back to receive along with Bryson Kendricks.
Kendricks, another name that we've heard to look out for. That's a nice end-over-end punt. It's going to back him up a little bit. Marechka's going to catch it on a little bit of a wheel, and he gets tripped up, and the Elkins
flag here.
Helmet came off.
Flag coming in late.
Yep.
So, boy, Marechka, he had a hole there. He should have cut in when he cut out there. He probably would have turned that into something. Let's see what this is going to be, though. It may not matter.
Yeah, just kind of got tripped off a block. The old Dan Skipper play against A&M, right?
Oh, don't even. No, that's one of the heartbreakers of Arkansas football. Who out there is excited about Arkansas football coming up tomorrow, man?
You know I am. You had me writing a story for the Arkansas Sports Network in the last few days.
That's right, yeah.
We got that published today, and pretty excited about it. If you want to go over to our page, you're already here now, but if you're on YouTube, you want to go over to the Facebook site and click on that link and read it. It'll really get you hyped up. Offensively, it's the offensive side of the preview for tomorrow's game against Western Carolina.
I did not see what the call was, but it was on Charleston, so that's going to back them up. And that's going to get them inside the 10-yard line, so they're going to start this possession from the 9.
Yep, first and 10 of the 9. They got to go 91 yards to get in the pay dirt. And, coming into this game, Elkins has got a great offense, so Charleston definitely wants to kind of score with them a little bit. Something that's going to have to happen, even though I will say they did look good on that first drive defensively. So, second possession now for Charleston. Carter Little back. He's going to hand it off. That's Marechka. He makes one-man miss. Tries to turn the corner. He's going to get some positive yardage up to about the 13, 14-yard line. They're actually going to give him the 15.
Yeah,
so pick up a 6.
Yeah, 6 yards there. Good run there by Marechka. Good game for the Charleston Tigers.
6-yard gain on the play. It'll be a second down.
Marechka now has
3 yards on 3 carries.
Oh, I see it. There we go. 3 yards on 3 carries, but that one helped him out. He was in the negative before then. So second and about 4. Little back in the gun again. Marechka behind him. Kind of a pistol now, look. He's going to hand it off to Marechka right down the center's rear end. Hits that A-gap. He bursts through for a first down for the Charleston Tigers.
9-yard gain for Marechka. We're going to see a lot of Marechka tonight. He's going to get the ball on the inside. He's going to get it on the outside. They're going to throw it to him some today. You're going to hear that name a lot. And nice run by Marechka.
He's a tough kid. I remember doing him in the 3A tournament at Charleston. They looked like they were done, and he caught fire late in that game. Kind of got things going for him. Gritty player. I think he was a point guard, if I remember correctly, and really a good player for the Charleston Tigers basketball program. This is a little quick pitch out to him. He's going to get the ball in the backfield. He gets around the corner up to about the 24, back to about the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, so
we'll call it a no
gain.
gain.
That one. Yeah.
No gain on the play. Second down and 10 for the Tigers.
I didn't see if that was a backwards pass or not.
They called it a pass, so we're just going to call it a pass too.
So that's going to bring up second and 10. Elkins' defense has looked pretty good for the most part. Other than that one pass interference play, they've really done a good job. And this, like you said, 3-3-5 kind of look. It's kind of a hybrid. They really bring a lot more guys up to the line than you first think. This pass out, a little slant play.
That's Huck.
And that is Eli Huck on the reception. He's going to get it up to about the 33. He's going to bring up 3rd and 2 for the Tigers.
Yeah, that's that situation. You get that long 1, short 2. It looks like it's really more 2 on this, so gain of 8 on that one. Oh, that's
got him to jump both sides. It's going to get him an automatic first down. Well, not automatic, but it's going to give him 5 yards, which make it an automatic first down.
So 3 big penalties early for the Elks here. I know that Coach Zach Watson over there, he's not going to be too pleased about that.
Give a little credit to Carter Little on that as well. Getting up to the snap there, kind of his cadence a little bit might have had something to do with that.
I think the referee's even telling him a little bit about that. You can't move while you do the cadence.
Huck comes in motion. They're going to find him out of the he gets the ball up about the 40. He's eventually rode out of bounds. 44-yard line. It's a good play on first down.
7-yard gain there.
A little quick hitter come around on a jet sweep action, and then they just dump it to him.
That was the reason for the penalty on the punt.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, now we got explanation on the punt. There was a blindside block. So here we go. 2nd and a long 3. Play action pass. It's batted away. Great job from number 9 to be smart there. Jaquay Walden getting his hands up, reading that football.
Walden's one of those kids that just looks the part out there. I mean, you can look out there on the Elkins field. They've got a lot of kids that look the part. And I'll tell you what, they have really turned this program around. This Elkins used to not be the powerhouse that they are right now.
That's exactly right. They've really put up some big-time numbers, especially on the offensive side, the last couple of years. Looks to me they look like they're going to be better this year than they were. I think they're looking for nothing but a state championship. Anything less, they're going to be disappointed.
Oh, tough penalty right there. That's going to be on Charleston.
Pre-snap penalty there. Went a little early, it looks like. And I wasn't watching the play clock, but I think he had the left guard might have jumped early.
No, actually, that was the outside. It was the inside receiver that jumped.
Oh, okay, I missed it.
Now, they may have had 2 that jumped, but
yeah, left guard. Yeah. I believe it was 67 come flying back there in the backfield. He was fixing to pull. So here we go. It's going to bring up 3rd and long now, kind of 3rd and long, medium, 3rd and 8.
Yeah, a long one here. This is a tough position to be in. One thing you don't want to do if you're Charleston right now is turn the ball over in this situation.
Low snap. Going to reverse pivot. He's going to hit Mareshka. Mareshka's got a little bit of room. Good job closing in for Elkins. When it looked like a big move, that man, Walden, or was that Townsend? That was Townsend, number 1, who's had a couple plays as well. He comes in there flying in, and another Elk. 7-yard gain, but it's going to bring up 4th and 1.
Needed 8, got 7.
Looks like they're sending in the punt, either that or goal line. Let's see here. No, they're going for it.
I think in a game like this, you kind of got to take your opportunities.
You need to. Bringing in some size. The ball was bounced, and we got a snap. We got a penalty.
So this is probably going to put them in a punting position
I think they're going to punt now. If they were over midfield, you might go ahead and go for it. But in this particular spot, looks like they're running in the punting team now. 41-yard line, 4th and about 6. Yep, and 22 comes into the game. That is Maddox Terry, the sophomore. And they got Deshaun Chairs. You don't want to kick it to him. I think he's one of the guys.
Kick it out of bounds.
Kick it out of bounds, son.
Yep. Kick it out of bounds. Don't give him the opportunity.
They got a kind of an up man in case they tried to sky kick it short. And that's what they do. They direction away from him, goes out of bounds.
Wow.
Maybe. Finally does.
Took a
right
good
at the 31-yard line. They're going to give him a 32. But yeah, definitely got a good roll. Charleston roll that time. So
we're going to stay here.
We're going to stay here.
Yeah.
They're moving pretty quick.
Yeah, they are.
6:30 to go in the first. Still 0-0. Charleston's had 2 opportunities now on offense. Elkins is now going to get their second one. They're going to come out with a trips out to the left. They got a tight end, or they got a wide receiver tight to the right side. Dean has the ball. He's going to get it out. It's a little wide receiver screen. Got some blocking out in front. He's going to slip through a couple guys and pick up a pretty good gain. That was Jaquay Walden. And we've said that name a bunch already. He gets almost a first down, and they're in a hurry-up, no huddle right now.
Well, you're going to see them. You're going to see them getting a lot of rhythm here, getting this no huddle. You don't want them to get in too much of a rhythm if you're Charleston.
This time, it's a little wide receiver pass again. And just basically a running play. They're just looking at their numbers. And that was Townsend, number 1. Townsend and Walden both getting a lot of work. There's 2 Townsends on this team as well. There's a John, but it's been all James so far. So first down. We got 2 wide to the left. Got a man in the slot. Got another receiver in the slot close to the right side. And they're going for him, vertical. Got a nice arm on it. This time you could tell it was a little overthrown right off the bat.
Did you see that motion, though, from him? Smooth as it gets.
Smooth motion, pretty spiral.
I'll guarantee you right now he didn't throw that as hard as he could, and he threw that 50 yards easily. Dean is one of the top quarterbacks.
He's Dean, man. You know he's got an arm.
Right. Dean's one of those kids. He's one of the top quarterbacks in the state of Arkansas. Definitely a kid you got to watch out for in that D3 Auto Sales MVP race.
This time they're going to hand it off. It's the old Dallas Cowboys kind of hand it off to the right and go back to the left. And that's Chairs, and he runs over a man at the end to finish it off, all the way up to the 42 of Charleston.
That was a big, big run there. Big game by Deshaun Chairs, and I tell you what, that kid is a load. He's hard to handle. Reminds me of kind of a Barry Sanders type in the high school level.
That's the old can't think of his name, quarterback for the Tony Romo top running play. They kind of fake it one way and come back the other way against the grain. Yeah, a little delayed handoff. It was a nice play by Chairs.
So now,
first down, they're going to get 3 there.
That's good.
No, they're going to give them 4, so make it 2nd and 6.
Little inside zone read right there. Nice job by Dean. You don't see that very often, but that's just a setup play for the outside zone that they're running right now.
He's got to make a man miss. He decides to run over him instead. Good coverage overall. Charleston, number 62 on the tackle. He gets up a little gingerly. That's Hunter Little.
So right now, if you're Charleston, you've got to find a way to get them out of a rhythm. You're seeing the rhythm for the Elks right now. You got to figure out a way to get them out of that rhythm. 3rd down and 2 here.
They got to get off the field. They had 2 linemen coming out late. That was Trevor Jones, and David McCamey.
Ball's out.
Fumble. Ball's out. Charleston has it. He's right on it. Man, he's on that ball like a starving man on a Christmas ham, right? I mean, he was all over it. Who was that?
Right. It looks like number 0 picked it up.
Yes, that's Emiliano Guyana. And if we're saying anything wrong, you're watching, let us know, folks. We do not mind being corrected. We want to get it right. So if we get a name wrong for either team, drop us a comment. And remember, we appreciate everybody watching, viewing. Hit that like button, hit that share button. Let everybody know they can watch Charleston and Elkins right here on the Arkansas Sports Network. Quick hitter out here to the wide receiver. Nice tackle as 33 come flying in for Elkins. Connor Ham. The reception was made by Maddox Terry, the sophomore.
No gain on the play.
A lot of east and west so far by Charleston. They've had a couple north and south, but they're really trying to.
I'll tell you right now, too, and
here's
the issue that Charleston has. Charleston is not as big as Elkins is, so it's hard to go right at them. You have to go side to side, but you look at the speed on the field for Elkins and you say, how do you beat them side to side? It's very difficult.
Yeah, easier said than done for sure. Marechka, fake handoff. I don't know. There might have been some confusion there. And now another helmet comes off. That's the 3rd or 4th one we've seen. 3rd, I think. It's a positive gain. Quarterback keep there by Carter Little.
4 yards gained on that one.
2nd and 6. Sorry, 3rd and 6. I apologize. Makes it more manageable, though. Not a terrible pickup on 2nd and long.
If you're Charleston right now, you need to pick this first down up. Elkins found a rhythm in that first drive.
100%.
You cause the turnover, that's good, but you don't want them to get the ball back and get that rhythm going again, because this is an offense that can put up points very, very quickly.
You could see it there. They were starting to get the run game going a little bit.
Hold on 1 second.
And we're back.
Sorry.
That's all right.
All right, we're back. Sorry about that. We have a flag.
Stoppage and play.
We got a timeout. Charleston. We're going to take one with them. We'll be back right here on the Arkansas Sports Network right after this.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but there's power in the process. We value this moment because at ATU, every moment brings you one step closer to what comes next. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
All right, we're back here at Alumni Field. So far, so good. Tight ball game, Brad Caldwell. 0-0, 3:21 left to go in the first period. Huge 3rd down coming up right now, 3rd and 6 for the Charleston Tigers, like we were talking about before we went to that break. The Elkins, the Elks, they turned it over, but they were starting to drive, and they were starting to really get in a rhythm. And I do believe you are correct. The Charleston Tigers definitely they need to get a few first downs here and reverse this field right now because Elkins starts to feel like they're hitting on all cylinders. They're not hitting on all cylinders yet. Obviously, they turned it over, but you can kind of see the octane picking up and things getting going. It's a very explosive offense. So let's see if Charleston can go ahead and get a first down here and kind of keep that defense on the field. We've got Little hit the shotgun. Marechka's beside him. 3 wide receiver. We got a tight end tight to the line. He's blocking. He's going to throw it. He's got it, man. He's got a step. That's number 8.
No, that's 0.
0, Guyana. And it's a huge completion all the way down to the 14-yard line. Emiliano Guyana from Carter Little. That was where you had the line of scrimmage, 52 yards.
Yep. Big time play for Charleston, just what they needed.
Exactly.
Just what the doctor ordered. When they needed it, they got it.
3 wide, 1 running back. H-back is number 5, Jared Smithson. They're going to hand this off to Marechka. He's going to bang it up in the middle. He'll pick up a minimal gain of about a yard. We'll see if they give him 2. Looks like they're walking in between the 12 and the 13, so about a yard and a half. Bring up 3rd and about 9.
2nd and 9.
Yeah, sorry.
You're good.
I don't know why I said 3rd.
You're good.
2nd and 9.
It's easy to criticize until you actually get up here and do it, and you've got 600 devices on you, right?
Right.
Like we had last week.
So here we go. 3 wide. Marechka, the tailback now. Smithson comes in motion. He picks up a block on the outside. He's got an open man.
What a
That's
throw.
number 24, Eli Hook. And the Charleston Tigers have struck first here at Alumni Field. They take a 6-0 lead.
12-yard touchdown pass to Eli Huck. Good rollout and nice play design there. And just like that, Charleston's got 6 on the board.
And number 12, Andrea Emiliani coming in to kick this one. Left-footed kicker. Taking a while on the snap. It's like a Madden glitch. It's off. It's good hold. Kick is end over end right down Broadway. And 7-0 just like that. 2:24 to go. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this on the Arkansas Sports Network.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
So a couple scores from around the state. Mills up on Rivercrest 14-12. Boonville up 7-0 over Ozark in the first quarter. I believe Hector and Quitman are tied at 7. And I'm trying to get a Pottsville score with Dardanelle right now. Any scores, let us know right here in the chat. We can put them out there. Let them know that you're the one giving them to us. We appreciate it.
All right, kickoff is in over in, a little bit short. They're going to come up, field it at the 19. That's Chairs. Goes right up the middle of the field. It gets all the way up to the 34-yard line, and that's where the Elks will start it off.
Anytime that Chairs gets the ball on the kickoff, I'm thinking, kick it away, kick it away, kick it away now, kick it away, kick it away, kick it away now.
I had to let you out to dry on that one a little bit, right? I didn't have nothing, sorry.
Look at this formation here.
Yeah, it's a oop-de-oop. 4 to the right, and they're going to throw it out to him. That's Chairs. He's got the ball with some blockers. You can just see the athleticism in him where he's just ready to stop on a dime or go ahead and hit the acceleration. That time he just steps out of bounds after a minimal gain.
Oh, if he gets behind you,
5
it's
yards.
over.
Yes.
That's over, I'm telling you.
So now they're going to bring trips to the left. We've still got 5 wide. a little bit of a stack over on the right side. Chairs is one of them. They're going to fake throw it to him. Quarterback's going to draw off to the left side. He takes a pop. Number 9 come in and ear hold him. That's David Childers, the senior. Childers. And I'll tell you what, Dizzy Dean's going to feel that one a little bit.
Yeah, but he got the first down. And so
he held on to the ball, even more important.
That's right.
So Dean back in a shotgun. Trips to the right, one to the left. One running back. I think that is Chairs. They're going to throw. That was almost red. They're going to give I don't know. He was a little early, but he was going for the ball.
I think probably what they're going to call is grabbing around the back side. I mean,
I don't think
I'd have to go back to replay. I mean, it looked pretty clean to me, but anything you can get it. But I don't know if that's a spot foul or not. We're about to find out.
Well, it's a tough one because he really had a beat on the ball, and he read the play really well. Just got a little physical with it enough that it let the referee.
Oh, that's a tough one right there. 15 yards on that one. Tough play for Charleston right there.
So that's going to keep things going here. They're all the way up to the 39 now. 1st and 10. Dean at quarterback. Chairs is the man in the backfield alongside him. 3 to the right, 1 to the left.
Tell Corey West to quit calling you. You're doing football right now.
So quarterback's going to toss it over to Chairs. He's hit great defense right now from Charleston on Chairs. He's definitely a guy that they're trying to take away if they can.
I'll tell you what I'm seeing out of Charleston. They're very well prepared for what Elkins has tonight. Now, I'm not saying they can keep them bottled up all night, but a good game plan to start off for the Charleston Tigers.
We had 4 wide. This time, Chairs gets a little bit of a separation there, a nice crease up the middle, right through that left A-gap.
16-yard gain
16-yard gain all the way up to about the 23-yard line. 1st and 10. Elkins got the rhythm going right now. They're moving the ball quickly. I got a tight end, 2 H-backs. Now you got a receiver coming on the field late. That is number 10, John Townsend. He's going to be out to the left. He's got 2.
He's on our OTA.
All right, they're going to hand it off to Chairs. They're running towards the strong side. He bounced out of that. I kind of lost him there. It was kind of odd looking, and he ends up getting hit. Brought down about the 21. Pickup of about 2. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8. Slot receiver switch. Little option. Little toss out to Chairs. Great defense. Really staying home well. Stringing it out. Not giving Chairs a whole lot of options. Marichka on the stop. So it's going to bring up 3rd and about 8. No gain on that one.
Good job. I mean, right now Charleston's doing as good as you can expect against a high-powered offense like Elkins.
So 4 wide. They look at the coach. See if they're going to stay in this set. Taking a while on this one. Making up their mind. This is an important play for Elkins right here. And now it looks like they're going to walk to the referee, call a timeout. Nope, they're going to let the quarter end down is what we had. So end of 1. The Charleston Tigers win the first quarter, 7-0. But Elkins definitely deep in Charleston territory. We're going to have all your second quarter action right after this on ASN.
So hot, you're going to think my prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not going to believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
All right, we're back here at Charleston. What a great first period for the homestanding Tigers. 7-0. And they've got the Elkins Elks right now on a 3rd and 8. Big play, even though Elkins is deep in Charleston territory. I'm not sure about their kicking situation. If they got a field goal kicker can go this far. We'll find out in a moment if they don't convert. Dizzy Dean with the ball. He's going to roll out to his left. He's got a man. Threw it up and away only where his guy could get it, and he does go get it. That's a nice job hitting Landon Martin, who had a big week last week. They get the first down, and they're now 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Martin was a kid that contributed quite a bit last year as well, big-time player, and he made a good play right there.
And a good job by Dean to put it where only his guy could get it. Use that big body, shield it. It's going to be a little read. And this time they get to the chairs. He gets the corner. He dives for the pylon. They're going to say he stepped out right at the 3-yard line.
So he got 5 on the play
and a 3. There. So, yeah, they're saying 2. So we'll make it a 2nd and goal at the 2.
For the Elks.
Charleston's making them earn it. That is, if you're really all you can ask for right now if you're the Tigers.
2 H-backs, handoff to chairs, and he gets stood up right at the 1 and pushed back.
And just like I said, they're making them earn it. And I'll tell you right now, if you've ever been around too many from Charleston, you understand this bunch is a hard-nosed bunch.
That's
man.
Right. That's 100% correct. And whenever you play Charleston, even if they're in down years, you're going to know it the next day. You're going to feel it. So we've got 3rd and goal at the 1. Dean in the shotgun, chairs beside him. He's going to give it to chairs. Chairs off the left side, and this time it opens right open for him. He gets into the end zone. 7-6. Elkins comes back here within 1. PA2 ensuing and trying to tie this one up. Great drive from the Elks that time, and they overcame some tough 3rd downs as well, converted.
They just really polished, they don't get rattled. And I'll tell you right now, just watching Dean, the way he plays right now, he's so much smoother than he was last year even.
The kick is good with 10:51.
Kick is up and good by number 62, Reese Logan, I believe, unless I've seen that wrong. Was it 63? I'm sorry. Anyways, PAT is good, 7-7. We'll take a 15-second break. We'll be right back. Dover 7, Atkins
You're
3.
going to think my prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not going to believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now.
All right, we're back here at Charleston. It's 7-7. Elkins has come down and answered after the Charleston score. We got 10:51 to go in the first half. Man, we've had a great ball game. Last week was a great one we had with Malvern and Walnut Grove from Prosper, Texas.
Probably the best game that we've ever had.
And really, a lot of our games end up being blowouts since we've been doing Game of the Week.
Right.
And we'll have number 1, number 2 in the state, and it'll be a blowout. We're like, I don't know how this happens.
Last year, Des Arcasian, we go there 52-0. They were running the clock at halftime. I mean, it was something.
2 years ago, wasn't it? Yeah.
No, that was last year at Hazen. And then 2 years ago was Clarendon. But last year, every game that we went to was a blowout. It didn't matter what it was.
Yep. So this year looks like it's changed a little bit. We'll see if we can keep that going. So far, so good. His kickoff a little short, comes up and gets it at the 11. That, I believe, is Marechka. He makes a nice spin move. I mean, he's going to be brought down about the 27, 28-yard line. Looks like they give him the 28. Charleston might have to go about 72 yards.
Talk about Deshaun Chairs being dangerous, but Marechka is dangerous in his own right. Gets shifty in the hole, and you can see you got one man miss, and he can get behind the defense.
Yeah, he runs behind his pads. He's one of those guys that's kind of like don't have a whole lot of. It's kind of like a bowling ball a little bit. He's low to the ground, nice pad level, and hard to tackle, and he's shifty. Definitely a great running back in high school. Charleston had 3 wide. Now they're going to get number 5, Smithson, to come in as an H-back. They're going to fake it to Marechka. Ball's tip drill. It's going to be intercepted by the defensive end. Who is that? Number 12, Landon Neal, that's a huge momentum swinger right here in the way of the Elkins Elks.
You can see it. They're on the sideline. They're bouncing a little bit, coming on the field very quickly. They're ready to go. They just scored a touchdown. First offensive play, you gave it back.
Right? Lou Holtz right here, play action pass to the end zone.
Oh, and I would expect nothing less.
Got trips to the left, one to the right. The one to the right is Landon Martin, who just had a nice third down completion a moment ago. Pistol formation, Chairs rolls out of the backfield. And that's a little screen, a middle screen to the receiver. That is James Townsend. He's going to pick up about 5, bring up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line. It was a nice little play design there. They were hoping for it to go, be a little bit bigger of a hit than that, but it works. This time Townsend on the little delayed handoff goes off the left side. He's dragging, but guys, I think he's going to get the first down.
That's Chairs right at the line.
Did I say Townsend? Yeah, I apologize.
That's okay.
Chairs. And I think he's going to be right at it.
Not sure they're going to move the chains just yet on that one.
I think they need to measure that.
Yeah.
And that is awful close. Snap, they're going to go ahead and say it's a first down.
Yep.
Be a first down for the Elks.
Ball is on the 18-yard line.
18-yard line.
3 wide. Quarterback's going to keep Dean over the left side, lowers his shoulder, and runs into a couple Charleston Tigers. He gets all the way down inside the 12. Actually, they're going to mark him down. It must have knee hit at the 13.
They had it down for 5 there.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, I'm surprised at how much Dean is getting involved in the running game right now. And I'll tell you another thing, his brother Stone Dean lined up in the slot right here. This is a time for him, tight end, H-back type of player, get a chance to get a score here.
He's rolling out. Just look at him. He's going to the corner end zone. That's Martin. Perfect pass. Martin, it was a little bit. He had to kind of wait on it just a hair. But the Charleston Tiger had his head down trying to gain ground, trying to close the gap. And it is in there for a touchdown. Landon Martin and the Elkins Elks strike quickly after the turnover on the interception. They're up 13-7, 9:09 to go. And, man, Martin having a nice night. Dean looking good. And you don't want to give Elkins any fuel. And Charleston was doing that on the last drive after they had all the momentum really early on in this game. So 14-7. That's Dawson Malice, the kicker, 82. I thought I saw 62 a minute ago. I apologize. So Dawson Malice on for his 2nd consecutive successful PAT. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
In between.
All right, we want to thank our sponsors, Pine Grove Christmas Tree Farm, for sponsoring this game, and Shelter Insurance of Charleston, agent Jim Milam, I apologize. So want to thank both of them for helping sponsor and bringing you this game here tonight, the game of the week.
When we come to your town, you can have the opportunity to be a part of the sponsorship. We get pretty good viewership throughout, I believe. I mean, we seem to be growing and growing, so give us an opportunity.
And over in kick, number 21 able to receive it. That's Bryson Kendricks. Not going to get a whole lot after the return. Gets it up over the 20. They're actually going to mark them at the 20, and then be on the right hash is where Charleston's going to start.
To me, this is an important possession for the Tigers right here. Momentum's in Elkins' side right now. Charleston needs to do something to kind of get that momentum flipped. Being able to get behind the defense was Emiliano Guyana earlier. He's just a sophomore. You talk about a young team. This is a young team for Charleston tonight, but they've got to be able to get this momentum back if they want to stay in this ball game.
3 wide receivers. Got a couple running backs in the backfield with Little. Marechka is back there. They try to hit a little slant play to number 24, Eli Hook, the Hook who had the touchdown earlier. This time, no good. just off a hair on the timing, not able to pull that one in. 2nd and 10. And you're right, Brad. I mean, I feel like it's an important drive. Anytime you're playing a team like Elkins has that powerful and explosive of an offense, you definitely and also, you know, right after they drove down, scored, got the turnover, got another quick touchdown. It's big right here. You definitely can't turn it over, but you really want to keep your offense out there, get your defense off the field right now, get some of this momentum to die down. Too wide to the left, and they're going to get right to Mariska up the middle. He's got a chance. He's at the 50, the 45, the 40, the 35, 30. Nobody's going to catch him. The 10, the 5, touchdown. And Reese Marechka, the senior from Charleston, he's going to go 80 yards to pay dirt.
And that is our longest touchdown of the year so far. Big-time run for Marechka and a huge play for the Charleston Tigers to keep this game going in the right direction.
What a run, what a momentum pickup, right when Charleston needed it. A couple times we've seen that tonight. They're there answering the call, and now we got the extra point trying to tie this game up with 8:49 to go.
Tell you what, Reese Marechka is a kid that we're going to have to look at for that D3 Auto Sales MVP award.
Yeah. Oh, and it's blocked. And that's big. That could come back to be a big deal later in this game. So it's blocked. Number 42 from Elkins. Did he say 32? Brooks Williams, 32, a sophomore, able to knock that one down. So that's big right there for Elkins. But great job from Charleston on that drive, able to go down the field. 80 yards, 14-13.
Yeah, big-time play.
Did we get a replay on that a minute ago? Did we get all of it? Yeah, let's go. Let's show it again real quick.
Going to a replay here.
There he is as he breaks away, and you can see he just continued to separate.
Yep.
That's what I didn't know at first. I knew he had a chance. I thought maybe somebody ran him down, but Marechka showing off the wheels, and if he's not already on our top 70 nomination list, he definitely is now.
Oh, man. What a run there by Reese Marechka to get behind the defense. And let's just say right now, if you make the player of the game in this, you will be entered into the D3 Auto Sales MVP.
Nominated.
So anyway, Candace Hinkle of Elkins says, "Come on, Elks." So make sure you're hitting that share button, hitting that like button for us. Make sure that you let everybody know that you're watching here on ASN. You can donate on Cash App or on Venmo at AR Sportsnet. If you like what we're doing, like what we're seeing, if you want to see me faint, donate $20,000 and I will faint right here on camera. I promise. I don't
want to have to carry him home. So
hey, look, $20,000.
But it's worth it. I'll be all right.
All three of you can pick me up here. Anything that we do. Help, or anything that you donate does help to get kids noticed around the state of Arkansas.
You donate $20,000, we might even get an ASN wrap on the
100%.
Cruiser Bruiser.
We'll put your name on it.
Brad's driving around a former police explorer, and a lot of fun times coming down. People looking at us and thinking we're the police. But Cheers runs to his own man, slowed him down just enough. He's going to be brought down at the 39, but man, you definitely don't
kick
want
it away.
him in
Kick
the
it
open
away.
field.
Kick it away now. No, seriously, right there, Cheers actually had the opportunity. He just was a little too quick to the hole.
Right.
If he had just held up just 1 second.
Sometimes you kind of outrun it. About that patience occasionally as a ball runner.
We got Hazen and Desart tied at 0 at the end of 1. Thank you, Laurels, for that.
Dover Pirates over Atkins in the Rivals Cup 7-3 early. It's going to be a play-action pass. He's going to hit, is that his brother Stone there, 88? I believe it is. Stone Dean, dizzy to Stone. He gets a
5-yard
pickup of
gain
5 up to the 44. 2nd and 5.
You know, again, I know that Elkins has scored 2, but really they're not getting too many easy ones. They've done a good job here so far.
Another little toss play. Chair's going to have the corner in the first down. Slicing through. He's going to pick up about 10 on the play, maybe 11.
Yeah,
Gets it all the way down to the 46-yard line.
Chair's got 12 carries for 63, 5.3 yards a carry.
He's a guy you've got to worry about at all times because you give him an inch, he'll take a mile. Quarterback rolling out to the right. That's Dean. He's going to get rid of it. He just flung that one up. That's dangerous. We've got a tie up right here. Tie usually goes to the offense.
Yep.
That's his brother,
Stone
Dean, and number 0, Emiliano Guyana. Guyana giving up a lot of size climbing the ladder on that one.
And that was the difference in that one right there, was the size of Stone Dean, being able to come down with that one. And that's a big gain for Elkins, and they're back in business here right inside or right outside the 20-yard line.
One of those old plays from the Seattle back in the day from the Notre Dame receiver. His name escapes me at the moment. When they get tied up like that, and usually goes to the offense, but you never know what they say sometimes. This time they hand off to Chairs, he gets a minimal gain. Actually 6, more than I thought. You remember watching McFadden back in the day, Brad,
Yes.
where you're like, oh, that's 4 yards, and then you look and it's actually 6, 7. You're like, how? That one kind of had that effect on me. Trips to the left, one to the right. Landon Martin out to the right by himself. Chairs is flanked. Our Dean is flanked by Chairs. It's going to be a straight-up pass this time. He's got a man in the slot. That's his brother, Stone Dean. He's going to get – they're going to call – well, we got a touchdown on this end. And, yeah, they go ahead and say it is a touchdown. He was in. It was close there. We didn't know if he might have got down before the ball crossed the line, but they're going to say he's in.
So
big-time touchdown pass right there, Dean to Dean.
One thing that I said that last time, that was kind of his area. They didn't go to him that time, but they did this time.
Yeah, and he's starting to heat up. I mean, he's been going to him early and often on this drive.
3 in a row here, 3 catches for 45 and a touchdown.
And that extra point that's important right now is up and good. Good job from number 82, Dawson Malice, the sophomore. 21-13, an 8-point lead. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with more football action right here from Alumni Field.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but we know there's growth in the journey. At ATU, we value this moment because here, nature becomes your classroom. So breathe it in. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
All right, Brad Caldwell, we're back here on the Arkansas Sports Network. What a game we have had so far. Back and forth action, 21-13. Elkins driving down quickly on that one. Almost had an interception. Guyana had his hands on that ball, but Dean just bigger, able to hold on to it, and when it's always a tie, he always goes to the offense in that situation. It's kind of like the runner's always safe at first, even though that's not really a rule. It is a rule in football, though. Offense gets the ball. That almost, because I kind of thought he was going to pick it there, but just a great job by Dean to use his body there and fight for that ball. This one's going to be kicked out of bounds, so they get the ball at the 35-yard line, I believe.
I wonder if they can live with that right there after Marechka broke that run. It almost looked either they were kicking it away from him, which they were, or they were okay with it going out of bounds. But whatever it was, ball's on the 35 for the Tigers.
So 65 yards out, Charleston down 8, 6:58 to go. I'll tell you what, if I'm Charleston, no matter what, they're going to make them kick it again. That's what's going to happen.
Oh, see, they want Marechka to have the ball. Right. That's part of it. But
they think maybe they can either get it to another guy or still get it to Marechka or kick it out. See, if you kick it out short of the 35, it's a 5-yard penalty from there. Yeah. So they're going to take their chances. And I think what they really want, though, is Marechka to get that ball in his hands in the open field.
If you're Elkins right now, do you have a pretty good sky kick that you can kick up into the middle?
I'm going to tell you right now, even though honestly, I've seen it done so many times where someone declines one like that and they just say, okay, let's go onside right here.
Right.
And they get the ball back, and it just breaks your back.
Or fumble possibility.
Yeah,
you don't want that. You don't want that if you're Charleston.
So we've got 82, Malice back to kick. That's a nice end over end. It's going to be in the same spot. The up man will get it at the 20. It's going to come over to the left side. And he swarmed down. Good coverage that time from the Elks.
That was a net negative for Charleston, a net positive for Elkins there. And we got a
job.
flag coming in, though.
Well,
at the end of the play, it looks like maybe an unsportsmanlike conduct. I see number 34 just standing there like, what the heck? Let's see what they do here. What are they going to call?
Yeah, and that's going to help out Charleston if it is on Elkins. 34 having a big night so far as well.
And he's over there talking to Coach Zach Watson right now. So
Mason Allen. May be on Charleston.
Yeah, looks like it might be. They're going to move it back. So in a spot like that, it almost is unsportsmanlike conduct, but we'll see. Dead ball. Personal foul.
Yep.
Dead ball, personal foul.
Offsetting.
Offsetting. So we'll start it off. So
one of the most fun penalties in football right there.
The easiest one to make everybody happy, right?
The one that wastes the most time as well.
Yeah.
But
So-
you gotta let people know.
So Charleston, 6:52 left here in this first half of play. Really needs something good to happen here. They've hung in there. They've done their job, but they really need something good to happen here as they go into halftime.
Dover up 14-3
Who?
now in the Rivals Cup.
Who's Dover? The Rivals Cup, what is that?
It's a big deal if you're from Pope County. I can tell you that much.
That is true. I guarantee you there's a lot of people at that ball game tonight.
I am a Dover Pirate alumni, and then our executive producer, Bill Harshaw, is a Atkins alumni. I think that's how you say it, Atkins.
And there is a little bit of back and forth that goes on.
There's a little bit. We might have had a few coaching moments this morning. Pretty fun stuff, though. So here we go. Charleston with it. They're looking to run. Marechka with it. Spin move. It's blown up. And Elkins stayed home on that one. They knew exactly. They picked the perfect play that time. Able to stop the clock.
0 gain on the play.
Oh, I was trying to see what you were saying to me.
I mean, I'll do that to you too, but little fist dab there, but 0 gain on the play. They're not going to let Marechka go 80 back-to-back here. Marechka actually has 6 carries for 92 yards now, 15.3 yards carry. That 80-yard run really helped.
5 of 12 before that one.
All right.
So, well, technically 4 of 12. So here we go. We got trips to the left. We've got 2 tight ends, it looks like. Handoff to the running back. He's hit again. And Charleston continues to try to take it straight up the middle. And Elkins having none of it right now. That time it was a loss. So it's going to bring them down to 3rd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Desark 8-2 over Hazen. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Wow.
Interesting. We'll be keeping an eye on scores around the state. At halftime, we will have scores around the state.
Hazen's got a running back. I cannot remember his name right now off the top of my head, but he is a good one. He was big time last year in the playoffs.
Anderson?
Yes, that's correct. Can't remember his first name. Quarterback's rolling out. Kind of sidearm release. Had a guy jumping up trying to bat it down. If he didn't release it that way, he might not have got it, but it didn't matter. It's Huck through his hands. He couldn't get it, couldn't pull it in. So 4th and 11, and that's a quick 3 and out.
Let me say this. I know this is going to be almost somewhat blasphemy, probably, when you talk about a Charleston quarterback that won state. But I'll tell you right now, I was here 3 years ago when Brandon Scott made his first start one of his first starts against Pottsville. And that night he was okay. By the time he was done as a high school quarterback, he led him to a state title. I see the same similarities in this first half with Carter Little.
Yep, just a sophomore.
In fact, just looking at the same type of build.
Nice end over end punt, but it's going to give Chairs a lot of room. He's got one man to beat. Picks it up at the 28. Great. Oh, breaks. They finally get him. He almost broke the tackle.
Well, you got to give a lot of credit there to number 21, Bryson Kendricks. My goodness. What a play there.
Yep, the senior getting it done for his Tigers, because that was a scary moment with a guy like Chairs. Just like Elkins doesn't want to get Marechka the ball in the open, it's the same way Charleston not wanting to get Chairs open. So good job on the defense. They're going to have to go about, 30, let's see, we're at the 34, 66 yards.
Let us know where you're watching from. And if you're a fan of another team, let us know. We really encourage people that if you're at another game, turn our game on while you're watching that game.
Yep, 4 wide. Chairs is the man in the backfield. They're going to delay it to him. He's got some room here. Good job hitting him at about the 39. He'll fall forward to the 40. Pick up a 6 on the play, bring up a 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you what, Chairs this year, just noticing some of the things that he's doing versus what he was last year, he's really delivering the blow when he gets to the tackler. Yeah, he's going forward.
He's impressive. You got 2 wide this time, or 3 wide this time, 2 to the right. Another handoff over to the left side. He breaks some tackles. He makes a man miss, and he's to the sideline. Got a couple more, and they do a good job of catching them from the backside as the receiver out in front trying to block the corner slows him down. He gets all the way down inside the 20.
42-yard gain for Chairs. That puts him over 100 yards at 117. That's a timeout. We'll take one with him.
When he broke the tackle and then cut it back against the green to hit that sideline, that was some elite talent right there. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Back here at Alumni Field, we've got a great ball game, 21-13. I want to thank Arkansas Tech University being one of our title sponsors again this year. I want to thank everybody at Tech and really supporting us, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, 2 years in a row here. As far as this goes, I don't know if there's any better way to advertise if you are a college, some branch of the Army, whatever it is. You've really got an opportunity here to do some big things and get into the right audiences.
That is 100% correct. It's kind of a no-brainer in my opinion. So here we go. We've got 3 wide to the left, bunched up, 1 to the right. We're going to get it out quickly. I'm trying to say the number. Was that number 2? Number 9, Jaquay Walden. He gets it quickly, picks up about 2. Second and 8. Ball's on a 16-yard line.
If you're Charleston right now, holding them to a field goal would be a massive win.
So 3 wide, 1 to the right, 1 running back in the backfield. That's Cheers. Now we've got is that Dean? Dean in motion. That's Stone Dean. He stops in an H-back spot. They're going to run back towards him. Good job by Charleston this time. End up getting a 1-yard gain on the play up to the 15. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Big play in this ball game, if you ask me. If you're Charleston and you want to stay in this ball game, you got to get a stop right here. You got to try to force them to kick a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of little misdirection, kind of delayed handoffs from this Elkins offense. That's tough on you, especially when you got to go like Cheers. We just saw him change direction at full speed a moment ago. He is definitely a weapon to build around. Play action. They got a man over the middle. Hit immediately on a slant. He brings it in. That was James Townsend, the junior. What a catch over the middle there, and a great throw on the money from Dizzy Dean.
That was
extend the lead.
Bullet.
Yeah, that was perfect. Right there on the slant, 27-13.
I'll tell you right now, just looking at how polished Dizzy Dean is this year versus what he was last year, I'll tell you what, some school is going to get an opportunity at this kid. He is big time.
100% agree. He's definitely can help a college on some level for sure. He's definitely got some tools. 28-13 after the Malice PAT. We'll take a 15-second break. We'll be back right after this.
So hot, you're going to think my prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not going to believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now.
And we're back here at Alumni Field, home of the Charleston Tigers. They're down 28-13. It's been back and forth action. Elkins starting to get a little separation, though. This is a big drive with 3:21 left to go. Let's see if Charleston can kick down here and score and tighten the ball game up. Elkins kicked off to start the game, so they're going to get the ball first at halftime. So you definitely don't want to go 3 and out here.
I know that this is a little bit of a different game than what we had last week, but, boy, can you imagine what an Elkins and Malvern matchup will be deep into the playoffs? Could that possibly happen? I mean, and can we possibly come and do that ball game? Because that is going to be something.
I don't care if they say we can or not. We're going. It's going to happen.
Right? Well, I'll tell you what. we were a hair away from doing that Elkins-Nashville game last year. It went 63-62, last play of the game. So,
man, such a good game. So here we go. They get it again to the up man. He's going to hesitate a little bit. Nice run. He gets up to about the 39.
Uh-oh.
Is there a ball out at the end? Is there an injury?
They're going to call it. What are they going to call? Yeah, they call it. Oh, this is not good. So you got an injured man now, which is number 21, Bryson Kendricks. And really, if you look at that, that's good. But if you look at that, he could have let that ball go out of bounds, and that would have got it on the 35-yard line. Man, tough play there for Charleston. Elkins got all the momentum right now, and they got the ball on the 29-yard line, 3:13 to go, and up 2 scores.
Yeah, and they get the ball at halftime. So about the worst-case scenario that could have happened right there. I hate to be this way, but I really feel like Charleston, they got to stop them right here. They got to hold them to a field goal try or a 4th down attempt, keep them out of the end zone.
Well, that's two turnovers for Charleston here in the first half of play. That's something that you cannot do.
So 21 came back out there. That's Bryson Kendricks, but he has to go out of play. I think he might be cramping because it looks like they're looking at the calf right now. Not sure, though. They're attending to him. So Dean going to hand it to Chairs. Chairs at the middle, runs to his own man, bounces off of that, still fighting, still turning the legs. He's down to about the 28. Nice first down carry, pickup of about 7. They're going to give him 6. Give him a 6-yard gain. They'll bring up, well, they got 5 in the stadium. Ball is about the 29. They need to get down just inside the 20 for a first down. And nice pass from Dean. He hit number 3, landed Martin on the money, but Martin thinking about where he's going before he got the ball in his hands. That one slips through.
Got to catch it before you go with it.
That could come back to hurt them here on this drive. Let's see what happens and see if Charleston can hold them up.
What was that first down play, by the way?
2 down territory.
What was that first down play?
Chairs handoff, and
5 yards
up the middle. And I gave them 6, but they have 5 on the stadium clock.
Okay.
So here we go. 3rd and about a long 4. And it's a little delayed action. Chairs breaks 1 tackle. Eventually down around the 9-yard line. He's just tough, man. He constantly puts pressure in their defense. They love that they can spread the ball out enough. They can hit their guys out wide enough, and then come back with some misdirection handoffs, some delayed handoffs.
I'll tell you what,
it's just a tough offense to stop.
The offense of the Elks, one of the things that you got to say is it's not an easy offense to run if you are a quarterback.
Bunched up here.
Yeah. I'll finish that in a second.
I thought they were going to run, but he's going to roll out. He's got a man behind him. Oh, nice. Well,
got a flag.
They're going to call a pillback on that? I'm not sure. They get sack him anyways. They're going to get him dropped for about a 2-yard loss, maybe 3 if they get him on the 12.
So they're going to take the –
There was a block there. Are they saying it was a pillback? We'll see. Illegal blindside block. What I like to call a pillback. And he might have got the hands in the face because it looked like the head area was kind of hit. So I thought he was going to sack for a moment.
This was on the back side here, so he definitely lost on the play on the sack. That would have been a 2-yard loss there. But now they're looking at the penalty that came in on the back side of the play.
Well, it was a guy coming from behind the quarterback trying to sack him.
You wonder if he
got – lineman come running in there.
Maybe got his hands up in the face, and it looks like they're about to mark it off that way. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, a face mask on Charleston.
Yeah, so it's what happened was he got his hands in the face there, probably on the rush, which ended up being called a personal foul, and that's an automatic first down.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I thought it was the other way around. Okay, so down to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal. Charleston needs to figure out a way to keep them out of the end zone if they can here. They're bringing an H-back. That's Stone Dean. The quarterback keeps us Dean up the middle. Can you get down to about the 5? About a yard gain.
The way they're running Dean right now reminds me so much of what they did with Mitch Mustaine at Springdale back in the day. I mean, just
a little bit of keeping them honest with it.
I think Mustaine was more athletic than Dean is for the most part, but really just the way they're running the offense reminds me so much of that.
4 wide, Chairs in the backfield. Rolls out to his left.
Got a man.
He's got a man, and he put it on the money where he could get it, and that's a touchdown.
I believe it's number
one.
one.
Townsend, I believe. James Townsend, his second touchdown of the game?
That's his first.
That's his first. Earlier we had Stone and Chairs has been in there. So that's a big one right there as they go up 34-13, up 31 points. PAT ensuing. They could go up 32 here. I'm sorry, I can't add today, can I? 22. So 122, but they're also going to get that ball at halftime, and that's what makes this tough. Charleston only going to have about 1:22 to go here after the kickoff.
The Elks flexing their muscle right now. There really just isn't a whole lot you can say about it. Let's just stay here. Don't worry about a break right now. But Elks are just flexing right now. I mean, they're looking every bit of the team that we thought that they would be coming into this ball game, number 4 team in 4A. Right. When you think about the teams that are ahead of them, Harding Academy's one of them, Malvern's another one of them, and then you've got Rivercrest right now, who is in a major tussle right now with Mills, I believe.
Yeah, and I will say this. I agree. It's kind of how we kind of thought things might go. But Charleston came to play today, and if you take out the turnovers,
100%.
This is still a one-possession game right now.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And Charleston is a young squad right now. They're definitely learning some things. We were talking to the guys up here in the booth about their non-conference schedule. My goodness.
It's tough.
So next week is it Ozark next week, I believe, and then or is it the week
Boonville.
after?
Boonville,
No, Boonville's a conference game.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
Nashville. No, it is. It is Ozark next week, and then Nashville the next week, where they go to Nashville. So they're really starting out 3 really good 4A teams, and man, they're really got their hands full right now.
I like their chances. I'll just say it. I mean, I think Ozark's a quality. They're always a quality program. But I like their chances in that game next week. If they can stay healthy.
Just admit it. You don't like Ozark. You just don't like them.
It has nothing to do with it. So it's kicked to the up man this time. He's got it at the 30. He's going to get plowed down there around the 33, 34. Kind of went into a wad of purple.
Everybody's against Ozark.
We've got Brad Caldwell here, who did go to Ozark for a little while.
Yep.
But he's really from Mountainburg, so I don't even know why he's.
Man, I'm from Arkansas, brother. I am from Arkansas. I'm from Arkansas. I don't see us doing too many Mountainburg games anytime soon. So I'm just from Arkansas, brother.
You said it, not me.
Look,
I've
it just
got
is what it
family in
is.
Mountainburg, so I mean,
the craziest coincidence ever. I promise you that.
Right. So here we go. We've got 4 wide. Marechka is the running back alongside Carter Little. Little's back to pass. Had a moment. Now he's going to flush out of the pocket, and he's going to be dragged down. For a moment there, you thought he might escape, but great job from number 56, Oliver Haracha, the junior.
And I tell you what, I think Little actually did a pretty good job right there because the pocket was collapsing around him, and he ended up pulling it down. If he gets past that tackler, he gets some pretty good yardage there.
He probably had 7-8 yards easily. So, not able to do it, though. It's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got 4 wide again, 1 running back in the backfield. This time they hand it out to Marechka. He makes 1-man miss. He breaks the tackle at the 35. He falls forward up to about the 34-yard line. Well, they're going to give him the 33, actually, the line judge here.
It's about a 5-yard gain there.
So good hard run that time from Marechka. Most room he's had since his 80-yard burst earlier in the game for a touchdown. They've really keyed in on him since then. So let's see what Charleston draws up here on 3rd and about 7. It's a long 6, short 7. Well, they're going to let the clock roll out here. So Elkins will let them do it. Don't use any other timeouts. They had actually all 3 of theirs left. 35-13 is your halftime score. We're going to have some stats and analysis for you. We'll be back right after this on the Arkansas Sports Network. Stay with us.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
It's so hot, you're going to think my prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not going to believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now.
One way that you can see a kid play, and that's the whole point of what we do, is to allow kids to be seen through the Arkansas Sports Network. We don't do highlight tapes, we do full games. And so you can see any kid that you want to just by watching us.
No, I thought you guys, matter of fact, that's funny because for me, like I couldn't get out and go to the state tournaments because we were playing. And I actually got to watch a lot of the games through y'all's network.
Oh, well, thank you.
To watch, and the kids we were recruiting, we just signed the Jaron Burrow kid from Manila.
Yeah.
You know, and just watching, we got to watch his games through the state tournament and seeing him play that we wouldn't have been able to go watch.
Tommy Reddick right now playing with onions. Burrow for three. Wow. Back at him. This is fun, ain't it? It's a privilege, boys, to be up here calling these games.
Number one, thank you guys for what you're doing here.
Oh, I appreciate it.
We were watching at home last night. I hope you guys know what you're doing here matters. And you guys have been one of the stories of the postseason is the job you're doing here.
And we've got Bree McCarty on the line here. Congratulations, Bree. Bree, tell us a little bit about how you feel about winning the Arkansas Sports Network and D3 Auto Sales Arkansas Girls High School MVP.
Well, I'm definitely honored. I'm really excited about it.
On this front line. Rodriguez, he's going to set up Maddie Smith. He goes across the court. The libero's there. That's that freshman setting up Welch. Was it in? I think it was. Nope, it's out.
They're calling a tap, though.
Oh, there's a miscommunication.
Rolling out the pass. He throws it, and King comes underneath it. He intercepts it. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20, the 10, and he's going to be brought down from behind. And I'll tell you what, Luke King is showing.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Dare Saul, owner and general manager of D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc, Arkansas. And we are a proud sponsor of Arkansas Sports Network. Arkansas Sports Network has been so great to the communities and small towns of Arkansas and high school sports. They are on their way to be the biggest thing in high school sports, and we're proud to be a sponsor.
back.
All right, we're back here at Alumni Field, 35-13. The Elkins Elks starting to spread it out a little bit, get some separation. There's quite a few turnovers they were able to come up with, and that's really been the difference in the game right now. It's been a fun one. We got some stats for you here at halftime. Brad, I'm going to let you take some of those away.
All right, so on the rushing side of things, 154 yards total rushing for the Elkins Elks. Deshaun Chairs, 137 yards rushing on 18 carries, 117 yards passing. Dizzy Dean is 12 of 16. He's thrown for 3 touchdowns. Actually, I did not mark that, but he's got 3. 12 of 16, 117 yards and 3 touchdowns. And we've got 1 turnover for the Elks.
Nice.
So on the Charleston side,
I know 80 yards from Marechka on 1 carry was a big one. Go ahead, take it away.
So we have 100 yards rushing, 86 yards passing for Charleston, 186 total. And there is, I believe they've got 2 turnovers. I couldn't update that. Just things just didn't go right in the second quarter for Charleston, and Elkins put a lot of points on the board in the second quarter. And it ended up being a big quarter for the Elks, which was able to put some distance between them and Charleston, and they get the ball in the second half.
Yeah, and that's big right there, and those turnovers come at the worst time late in that second quarter. If you're a Charleston fan watching, don't feel discouraged right now. I know it looks bad at the moment, 35-13, plus Elkins going to get the ball back. This is a powerhouse right now. Elkins is a 4A team, bigger than you. You're a 3A. And you really, honestly, other than those turnovers, you've kept this game close. You've made some big plays at times, made some big plays on offense, answering some drives. So I see a lot of good things for this Charleston team as the season moves along.
Yeah. Let's go to some scores. Can you pull those up? Can you pull those up? Just go to that live tab there. It should pull them up at the top. Okay, go to, here we go. Let me help you here. I'm helping produce with my left hand.
Your strong hand.
Right, that isn't my strong hand, by the way. Well, let's see if that will come up. Why would it not come up?
Do you think it was his strong hand either?
Why would that not come up? Why are we not? Anyway, we have, go ahead. It's supposed to be at the top there, Aaron. It should be in there. Bring it back in real quick. It's in the downloads folder. I don't know why it wouldn't be in there. We just tested it out. You know how that goes. That's it right there.
The winning ticket is a red ticket.
There we go.
All right, bring it to the top.
4, 3.
There you go.
7.
And transition that bad boy over. I have no idea why it did that because we just tested that out. Anyway, with that said, you can see scores across the state. Fayetteville over North Little Rock 16-7. Rogers up 21-0 on Bishop Kelly, Oklahoma. Mountain Home over Harrison 24-7. That's a surprise. Fort Smith Southside 14-9 over Van Buren. We've got Clarksville and Morrilton tied at 0. At least that's a no-score reporting there. Maumelle and Batesville 20-3. Maumelle over Batesville. Nettleton over Pocahontas 14-0. Hot Springs Lakeside over Russellville 17-6. Boonville over Ozark 14-7. Those are the only scores to report there on that side of things.
5-4, 3-3-7-2. If you have it, wave your arms.
We've got, looks like Gosnell over Brooklyn 20-12. Pottsville actually up 19-7 over Dardanelle. Pottsville has not beaten Dardanelle in 9 years. Malvern over Glen Rose 14-0 probably at the half there. McGee 18-8 over Watson Chapel. That's the only score reporting there. You can see all these scores on Overtime Arkansas, by the way. Salem and Thayer, Missouri. Salem's a top 5 team in 3A. There's no score reported there. Junction City over Carlisle 13-0. Carlisle will have Carlisle and Des Arc on the 15th.
Junction City had a close one last week. They seem to be kind of coming back. They've been struggling with a traditional powerhouse.
We've got Des Arc 8-2, which I believe Hazen is now up 10-8 on that one. Bigelow up on England 20-8. That's a rivalry game there. At EPC over Manila 16-7.
And the winner.
Murfreesboro over Bearden 26-0. And then Bryant taking on Christian Brothers out of Missouri 24-7. The Bryant Hornets
Still
continue to
rolling.
do it.
Even without Buck James last week against Benton, huge victory. Big time win as
Pine
well.
Bluff over Little Rock Central. Central is struggling. 27-7 Pine Bluff. Conway over Bentonville. Conway is our #1 team overall. 21-10 is the score. I know that's kind of controversial. Little Rock Christian trailing Shiloh Christian 21-10. That's a big game.
Really?
Yes, BB over Newport 21-0.
It had our ticker had it the other way.
Did it have it the other way around?
21-10 Shiloh up.
Whitehall 13-13 with Warren. That's a big one. Pea Ridge 28, Gentry 7.
Robinson, did you see that one?
I did not see it. What do we have?
They were up 17-8 over, let's see who they're playing again, over Forest City.
Yeah. Forest City. Harding Academy 28, Harmony Grove of Ouachita County 0. Stuttgart 24-7 over Star City. The Little Rock Mills and Rivercrest 21-20.
Dover Atkins tightening up, 14-10 Dover. It was 14-3 a moment
There's
ago.
three people that care about that one. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
Me, you, and your mama.
Nashville over Hope 14-7. See what's going on here. 28-13. Actually, it's 34-13 now. Gurdon wins over Foreman 2-0. I think that's a forfeit. Hector over Quitman 28-14.
Have you seen a Lamar and Paris score?
Have not.
Or is it Waldron? Lamar and Waldron. The battle of the W's.
Conway Christian up on Baptist Prep 21-0.
I always give my Lamar friends
Right.
who wear the W Warrior hat. You're from Waldron, right? Because it's orange and black. They love it. They love it.
And then finally, we've got McAllister, Oklahoma over Prescott 3-0.
Hey, we had a Mountain Bird update. Did you
Yeah,
see that
McCrory over Mount Ida 14-0. And that right there is your score update from around the state of Arkansas. Right here, it's 35-13. We've got about 1:41 left. We're going to go to a quick break. And when we come back, we'll have second half action right here on the Arkansas Sports Network. Elkins 35, Charleston 13. We'll be back for second half action in just a moment.
Time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
It's so hot, you're going to think my prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not going to believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now.
You're on. All right, we're back here at Alumni Field here at Charleston. So we've got about 30 seconds left. We're going to have second half action. Elkins is going to get the ball first with a 22-point lead at the moment. And Charleston really needs to stop right off the bat. They don't want this to get compounded to make it worse. I mean, you're really a couple scores away from technically mercy rule, even though this really has been a tight ball game overall.
So if you are Charleston right now, I'm not sure that, I mean, anything can happen. You're not too far down. But what you've got to do right now is you've got to really play for pride. You've got to play for something to build on. And, you know, cause a few mistakes here, get a turnover there, get yourself back into the ball game. Because if not, you can't trade scores. Obviously, you're down 22. So you've got to figure something out if you're Charleston. But, I expect that Charleston is going to really compete, not only in this game but in the games to come. And, this non-conference schedule is going to only help them in the long run when it comes down to it. I think one of these guys said, come talk to us in December. Come to us in December.
Right.
So, this is a test for this young football team, a big test for this young football team.
We kind of saw something like this on one of our games of the week last year with Harding Academy when they came down to Boonville. We did that game. Harding Academy being 4A, Boonville 3A. They were kind of all over Boonville that night. Boonville had some injuries. It was early in the year. And look what Boonville did later on.
Right.
Deep into the playoffs again, like always. And I expect nonetheless here from Charleston. This game is going to make them much tougher.
We got a couple updates in our comments. Derek Ogford says that Harbor is down 68-0 at the half.
Harbor?
Yes, Springdale Harbor is down 68-0 at the half to
They
Bixby.
playing the New York Jets?
Bixby.
Oh,
Bigelow
okay.
was up 49-8 at halftime over England, 27-7. Junction City over Carlisle. Hazen Hornets 16-8 over Des Arc in the third.
Did you see that kickoff? That went all the way into the end zone. Nice kickoff by Charleston.
20-yard line. One scored no at halftime.
Their kicker is Andrea Emiliani, senior. He boomed that one. So Mareshka is the deep safety for Charleston. Elkins comes out with 4 wide, 3 bunch to the left. Chairs, of course, to tilt. Dean going to hand it to him. Chairs going to go against the green. The outside, he's got the edge. He's got the corner. He's going to lower the shoulder. Continue to run over a man.
My goodness.
Picks up about 5 after contact there, finishing off that run. All the way up to about the 39-yard line.
Again, delivering the contact.
Pickup of 18. They're going to give him the 38.
Delivering the contact. That puts him up over 172. Now we're starting to think about big numbers here as we go throughout this ball game.
Another hand off the Chairs. He's going to, same thing, kind of go against the grain again. You know, kind of reverses off from the handoff direction. Gets around the end a little bit, a minimal gain, about 2 on the play. He's going to get up to the 40, bring up a 2nd and 8.
Chairs, the real deal, guys. We've seen him more than once now. I think he's proven it's not a fluke. This guy's for real.
One of his earlier bigger runs there in the second quarter, it might have been late first, where he made a guy miss, didn't slow down. His hip movement, you know, being able to move those hips at full speed was impressive. One of the things that stuck out to me. This ball just kind of thrown up in the air, the old Johnny Football to Mike Williams kind of look, and it's brought in by number 3, Landon Martin, who uses all that big frame of his to go up and get it.
Big 24-yard gain on that one.
Down to the 36-yard line.
And this Elkins team really has a look of a team that can compete for the 4A state championship. They are well-rounded. They're a very good football team.
Looking back to pass, you got a man kind of stopping in the zone. Now he's going to find his brother, Stone Dean. Dean breaks 2 tackles, almost a third one. He gets up over the 20. He's brought down at the 19-yard line. And right now, Elkins looking good on this drive. And Charleston, let's just hope they don't decide to kind of let go of the rope a little bit here in this one.
What do the Elks not have? That's the question. What do they not have? They just seem to have.
They got guys that can spread you out. They got a capable quarterback. They've got Chairs, who's just – he's a stud, man. First time I got to see him up close and personal, and man, he's been every bit of what I've heard and more. He gets that one up to the 10, picks up 9 on the play. 2nd and 1.
Yeah, they've got a little bit of everything. They've got guys on the outside it's very hard to match up with, and then spread you out. You got Chairs running everywhere.
Just got him in. That's offensive pass interference. Should be offensive pass interference.
Well,
are they going to say he put a hand on him and knocked him down, kind of an arm bar?
Yeah, maybe.
I thought he kind of came back. I thought the defender was fixing to try to find the ball, and then all of a sudden, I'm not sure on that one. They're going to call it on Charleston. They're going to say he arm barred him and kind of put him down to the turf.
Half the distance to the goal.
Wow, big play right there. So, like you said, half the distance to the go. Going to be an automatic first down now. Ball at the 5.
Ball on the Tiger 5-yard line.
Yeah, but like we were talking about a moment ago, they've got enough weapons. They spread you out, and then you got a man like Chairs, and it's just you get into a numbers game. This time, Charleston does a great job stringing it out. Kind of a little bit of frustration maybe on that play, as they really blow him up in the backfield, trying to they strung him out as Chairs was trying to get the corner there.
Loss of 4 on that play.
Second goal at the 9. Well, they're going to say that. They're going to say 3 at the 8.
Okay.
Dean trying to get the play. They're coming out. 4 wide again, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. You got Martin way out to the right. Townsend in the slot. Actually, you got his brother Stone Dean in the slot.
Got a one-on-one match up there.
Now
with
Townsend comes in motion.
With Dean, watch him.
He's looking at him. Now pocket foes. He's going to have to roll out. Buying time. Leads his man just a little bit too much. Trying to hit Martin, the intended receiver. Good job by Charleston to hold him here. We still got 2. They'll probably kick a field goal from here. But right now, 3rd and go at the 9.
So
make it 8.
we covered Dizzy Dean's very first start, Greenwood versus Parkview, 2 years ago at War Memorial Stadium. And he transferred up to Elkins, and it's been a great transfer for him.
I remember that, actually.
Yeah.
I helped you do that game.
Oh, interception. Good pressure there by Charleston to cause that. And big number 61 there, which was Trevor Jones. Big play there.
We just kind of talked about it a moment ago. You know, we know this is a tough community, a tough town. They're not going to give up. And then, man, Elkins come out, kind of were hitting them, doing whatever they wanted. And I kind of even said, hey, you know, let's hope Charleston doesn't kind of just let go of the rope here. And look what they did. Got a big turnover after back-to-back big-time plays from the defense. And here we go. Charleston with a chance. They stop Elkins on that first drive. Chance to come down here and close the gap. We've got 3 wide all out to the left. Now the running back goes in motion. They're going to try to hit a man up a little vertical seam. He got the ball out so quick he didn't even look yet.
I'm telling you,
hit him in the hip. That ball was ripped.
I'm seeing it. This Carter Little kid's going to be very, very good. He's going to be a very good quarterback. He's already got the instincts to make that type of throw right there. He also has the wherewithal to get the ball out quick. And as a sophomore, that's a big deal. And not only that, but he's playing a team that really, if you really want to get down to it, they outmatch them at almost every position.
Yeah, they really do. And now, like you said, getting it out quick, that's what we're really impressed with, the moxie on a kid that's just a sophomore. Same play right here.
Oh, got him.
They got him on a wheel route. This one's overthrown, but they were kind of hand fighting as they went down the sideline there. He's trying to hit Marechka on a little wheel.
I'm telling you right now, if you're a Charleston fan, you're watching this ball game, you are in good hands.
Yeah.
You are in good hands. I'm telling you, this kid is going to lead you to a lot of wins. And I'll just say it now. Charleston will be playing for a championship sometime soon. Within the next 3, while he's quarterback, they will.
Right. That one just needed a little more touch on it, but you see everything is there. He's a heady kid and definitely got the arm power. That's not a question anymore. So we're back in 4 wide, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. There's no tailback this time. Got a tight end H-back, tight to the line on the right side. He's got Marechka out wide right. Quarterback's back to pass. He's going to have to get rid of it. He's getting flushed. He gets rid of it. Almost intercepted. That was dangerous.
Close.
Linebacker got a hand on it. Maybe the safety there. That was 34. He's been all over the field all night. Mr. Mason Allen. That's going to bring up 4th and 10. Going to have to be a punting time here for Charleston. This far back in their side of the field.
Your Dover Pirates up 14-10 in the third.
Yeah.
Getting late, 3:30 in the third, by the way.
Is it really?
Yeah. So
Pirates moved to a wing T offense this year. But they didn't get to play last week.
Oh,
they had a
20-10 Pirates.
There we go.
Wow.
But they had a forfeit, so they didn't play kind of like Charleston didn't play last week. That's another thing we haven't talked about much tonight. You know, that first game is always the toughest one. You're always your sloppiest. End over end kick, fielded at about the 47. That's Chairs. He's going to reverse course, go against the green to the left side. He's got the sideline, breaks the tackle. He's at the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. He's in the end zone. And that's a backbreaker here in Charleston as the Elkins Elks take a commanding 41-13 lead. And, wow, I mean, what a play. I mean, I'm telling you, kick the ball out of bounds. You got to quit giving this guy so many opportunities. He gets it enough on offense, right?
No kidding. I mean, I know that there are highly recruited players out there. Find me a better player. Find me a better player than him in this state right now.
Anybody in the comments, you know what his size is. We don't have that on our roster. I'd love to know what he's coming in at. To me, he looks about 5'10"-ish, 190 maybe, something like that. I could be way off, but they're going to add some yardage onto the kickoff after this PAT. face mask on the Tigers on that punt return. Did you get the yardage on that?
55.
55 yards for Mr. Chairs. PAT's up and good. It's been a good job from Dawson Malice, the sophomore, for Elkins all night. His kicks have been true. 42-13. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back on ASN right after this.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
Back here at Charleston, 42-13. We just seen the man himself, Deshaun Chairs, take that one 55 yards on a punt return. And he's had a great now. What's he got total rushing right now? Can you pull that up for me real quick,
Yes,
Brad?
I can. He is 163 on 22 carries, averaging 7.4 yards per carry right now.
Has he got a reception?
No, I don't have him down for one of those.
Okay. They kind of flipped it out to him on the backfield a little bit, but wow. What a weapon that the Elkins Elks have to play with as an offensive coordinator. I mean, it's got to be a nice problem to have. Kind of have so many weapons on the outside. You've got Chairs and spread it out and just find the mismatches.
Hector and Quitman tied at 28. And I assume that's in the third quarter.
Quitman, they're not in our top 10, are they? Are they close?
I do not think so.
I don't think so either. That one's going to go into the end zone. They're going to let it go back. They'll start it from the 20, 25, I believe.
So, at this point right now,
20-yard line.
It's Pride. This is Pride. Now, again, 5'9", 185, by the way, for Chairs.
Yeah, that's about what I was thinking, actually. So
thank you, CMO 357, for that.
I'm going to tell you right now, he can be a All-American type on a Division II level, but I think he has that chance. He could be one of those kind of guy you think of like in a Texas Tech type offense, like a running gun,
right?
Or what do they call that?
Air raid.
Yeah, air raid. That's what I was trying to think of. And they like to get those backs in space, get the ball to them. They're just hard to tackle. Missouri seems to always have a back or two like that every year when we play them, the Razorbacks.
Number 5 carried that ball for Charleston. That's
Smithson.
Is it Jared Smithson?
Yeah, Jared Smithson, a sophomore. He's been an H-back in there all night.
So the thing with right now with Charleston is this is just a game one. You're going to improve just by the competition that you're playing. I would expect that next week against Ozark you'll have a better showing even.
Got pass interference that time. A little bit of banging. 12 tried to get his hands up and say, hey, I didn't do nothing there, but slowed him up enough to get the call. That was Landon Neal.
Anytime you pull those hands back, Boonville and Ozark tied at 21 in the third.
Wow. Good job. Ozark showing some things right there. Many people kind of had Boonville in there.
Well, Boonville's won a lot of ball games in that rivalry, especially as of late. We were actually talking to the Charleston folks about that game. Boonville, Ozark, and Charleston, they're all rivals together here in this area. And, Charleston has won many games against Ozark. And, I won't say a lot of the things they said because I don't want to give a lot of fodder or bulletin board material. But we'll just say that there's a lot of talk about next week coming up.
It's a big game. It's big in this area, and but that game with Boonville and Ozark, they got to come out. They got to call that the Jimi Hendrix Purple Haze, or there's got to be something, right? You got so much purple going on there.
Well, you've only got, if you're talking about Elkins and Ozark, yes, but there's black on one side of your Charles. Are you talking about
Boonville and Ozark?
Yeah. I could see that.
They're purple and gold.
They are both purple
and
gold.
Yeah. I've been talking about that for years. Like there's got to be a nickname for this, like the big to do on 22 something. But
the big to do on 20. Well, it's got to be 23. That's the
right.
That's the road that connects the two there.
So Marechka's kind of been playing wide receiver here these last 2 drives.
They're trying to get somebody to throw it to. Not necessarily that he doesn't have. I'm just saying they feel good about putting Marechka out there, see if he can make a play.
Yeah, they need to see if they can get back to Eli Hook here, get him kind of going a little bit. He had some plays earlier. He is the man in the middle of the trips over here on the left. Little toss play to Marechka. Nice hit at the end by number 33. We've called his name a few times tonight, Connor Ham.
That's going to get Marechka to 100 yards there. 8 carries, 100 yards for him.
3rd and 7. And Huck kind of seems like he's been ailing. He's been kind of grabbing towards the groin, quad area the last few plays. So let's see if he's kind of battling through some things as well.
No, we got a flag in the backfield here.
Wow, was there some kind of chatter? Oh, they're trying to stop the clock a little bit. Gordon, we're in the Charleston press box here, so that's what they were thinking maybe. They're trying to stop it. You know, the old Gus Malzahn lay down.
Well, you can't really tell anybody else, or can't really put that on anybody else but him.
Hey,
Lane Kiffin.
You said that Elkins looked like Springdale earlier, so you know, maybe that's why maybe you put it in their minds. Kind of talked into existence.
I tell you what, when you do things on the college level, it does trickle down for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Yep, that's what they're going to call.
15-yarder, too, so automatic first down.
That's one thing that I can say for Elkins right now. They're probably going to have to clean up. 6 penalties, 60 yards so far. So
it's going to move the ball up to just inside the 49-yard line of Elkins. So Marechka's now back. Looks like he's going to be draped alongside Little at tailback. 3 wide to the right, 1 tight end. Tight end is on the weak side. Now they're going, they got a man open. Did he overthrow him? Yeah, he did. He couldn't pull it in. Man, he had him, just let it sail a little too high that time.
So one of the things that I see with Little right now is the game is moving at 1,000 miles per hour for him. You know, you just can tell everything is moving quickly. But, again, the game will slow down for him.
It will. He's just kind of overpowering it a little bit at the moment.
Boonville has taken the lead on Ozark, 27-21. This Elkins team, I need to pull up their schedule, see what they've got. Didn't you have a...
You want me to pull that up for you?
I can pull it up here in just a second.
Okay. You're going to get out quick. Almost knocked. It was knocked down, but almost taken to the house by number 9, Jaquay Walden. And that's one where if Little doesn't throw it as hard as he throws, it probably would have been a pick 6. So now we're going to get a 3rd and 10 pivotal play right here for Charleston. Trying to get the play in.
I think if you're Charleston right now, you've got to stay with the run a little bit. Don't get away from it. It's going to help Little. Just keep the defense honest if you're for Elkins, you know.
3 wide to the right, 1 to the left, 1 tight end. Marechka is the single wide receiver, but got a receiver jumps off sides. Oh, we got a timeout, so it didn't hurt them. So we'll take one with them. We'll be back right after the 6:40 to go in the third. 42-13, Elkins in the lead.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but there's power in the process. We value this moment because at ATU, every moment brings you one step closer to what comes next. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
Back here at Alumni Field at Charleston. Been mostly Elkins in this one, 42-13. Charleston with a big 3rd and 10 right now from their own, from the 48 of Elkins. It's a pivotal play in this game, and I think you're right what you said a moment ago. They kind of they're down and they kind of spread it out, and they're not really even attempting to run much. I think we've seen one run in the last drive or two.
Yeah,
and
you're making it tougher on Little. Little is 0 for his last 8 passes. But again, when the defense kind of knows what's coming, they can play for that.
Right,
and
pin
again,
yours back a little too.
Right, exactly, and that's why the game is moving so quickly for him.
Right, and Mareshka's one of your main guys, which he's great as a receiver as well. But he puts a lot of pressure on the defense when he's back there, and you can hand it off, and they've got to really shore up the middle. But now you spread it out a little bit, and it dictates a few things that they're able to do. So we got 4 wide. Mareshka at tailback, alongside Carter Little at the quarterback. Mareshka coming in motion now. Going to make it 4 wide out to the right. It's a little throwback screen. They get it in the backfield. He's going to turn up field. He's got the sideline. He'll have it's going to be real close. Run out right at the 39.
I think it may be just shy, but we'll see.
That was the H-back, Jared Smithson.
Now good job.
And give it first down.
Good job by Coach May right there, giving Little a chance to be successful right there in a play. They did go ahead and give him the first down.
It was a little bit odd of that screen. You've seen the screen coming, but he was really way back in the backfield on that one. It's a little bit of odd design there, but it worked out. And Smithson looked pretty quick when once he got north and south. He looked pretty fast there. Got a man in motion, and they're going to throw it up the middle. There is contact, but they're going to say uncatchable.
Could have got a hold right there.
Yeah, Marechka got that's who the intended receiver was. Or I'm sorry, I thought that was 2. They're saying Guyana 0. I'm sorry, I couldn't see it. So yeah, it is Guyana. 2nd and 10. See if we can get a run and play here. Keep them spread out here. Let one of your playmakers and Marechka take the ball. See if you can get a few positive yards. Get you in a better, like 3rd and medium. 3 down linemen for Elkins. That's what's going to happen. They're going to give it to Marechka. Kind of dances in the hole a little bit, makes one man miss. He's able to get up to the 35-yard line. So he picks up about 4 on a play, going to bring up 3rd and 6, and this is a much more manageable situation for a sophomore quarterback in Carter Little. Your screen game, everything else kind of is still available now. So here we come. Carter Little comes up in the shotgun. 4 wide, 2-by-2 formation. He's back to pass. He's getting blitzed. He's gonna go ahead and get brought down. Elkins able to get the sack, but it's gonna bring up 4th down. I believe we'll see Charleston go ahead and go for it here. Loss of about 2 on a play.
2-yard loss.
Bring up about 4th and about 8. Good play from Elkins that time. Kind of had a feeling they were going to pass. They brought a little bit of pressure and able to get to the quarterback. So 5:02, clock is moving. Left in the 3rd. Marechka alongside Little. Little's going to roll to his right. Marechka stays in as a blocker. He's got a man, hit him in the hands. It was kind of a back shoulder top throw. But it falls incomplete, and it's going to be a turnover on downs, and Elkins is going to take over. Let's see if Elkins continues to bring out. I figure they will. It's still too close to comfort right now, and we've still got a lot of time left in this game. So Dizzy Dean is in. Looks like the entire starting offense back on the field for Elkins. They'll start this drive at the 37-yard line. Chairs in there at tailback. Stone Dean comes in motion. We're going to get a flag.
Flags on the play.
Might be 2 men in motion that time.
Prior to the snap. False start on the Elks.
False start on the Elks. Back them up 5. So now they'll be at the 32. 1st and 15. So here we come. Got 3 wide. Stone Dean is an H-back on the right side. Quarterback's going to hand off to Chairs. Chairs cuts in the hole there, gets north and south, kind of cut through the B gap.
Chairs on the carry.
Gets a nice little pickup up to the 36-yard line, so he gets about 4 back. It's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Second down and 11 coming up for the Elks.
Chairs on big numbers watch right now, 167 yards.
Plus a 55-yard punt
Right.
return. 4 wide. Dean almost hit his brother Stone Dean. That one just a hair wide. Falls harmlessly to the turf, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 11. Charleston's going to get a chance here if they can hold them right here on 3rd down to get this football back. Elkins coming back out in 2-by-2 again, 4 wide. Chairs in the backfield alongside Dizzy Dean. Got a blitz up the middle from the middle linebacker. Now they're going to flush him out. Dean's got to get rid of it. He gets hit as
Good
he releases.
throw.
It's
What a
caught.
throw.
It is short. I think that's Chairs he was going to. Nope, I'm sorry. That's number 9, Jaquay Walden. He's had a good night.
It is complete.
10-yard gain, be 4th and 1, and they're going for it. They're hurrying up to the line. Make sure they're not just trying to get you to jump off sides. They almost did. That's what Elkins kind of started pointing at, too. That's kind of, I think that might have been the original play, but it looks like they're going to run a play now. They get the handoff to Chairs. He gets the first down easily. Up over the left side, gets down into about the 48-yard line of Charleston.
I feel like every time he touches it, it's just one man, and he's gone,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah. Early in the game, Charleston did a good job stringing them out at times, swarming to the ball. But yeah, as of late, I mean, it's definitely felt that way every time. Little screen out to the wide receiver. He's got some man in front of him. That's Landon Martin. He takes a pop. There is a flag. See if they get a hold on Dean.
So that's going to be
blocker.
That is it's going to be right at the marker there as far as the first down goes.
I think it's going to be a 10-yard penalty for holding and back him up. We'll see, though. And if the holding came right at where the
Holding
Yep.
on the Elks.
So it's going to bring up, it'll replay it down. You really just kind of lose what you had. You kind of just do it over.
The 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Their referees are talking. Picking the flag up. And the referee's going to mark it back.
So they're moving it to the spot of the foul. There's going to be
10 yards
10
from
yards
the spot.
from that.
Right. Well, they had the flag back over here at the 39. So they're saying it actually happened at that's what the discussion was. Saying that it actually happened at the 43. So back them up to the 47 of Elkins. So it'll be first and about 14.
Actually, it'll be a first down and 14 for the Elks.
So works out good for Charleston. Got a tight formation here. Steele 3 to the left. To play action, Dean, good job with the footwork. He gets rid of it over to his brother, who came across down the line. Caught that one about the 50. Able to get upfield a little bit out of bounds, all the way down to the 44 of Charleston. So a nice pickup on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd and 5.
Tell you what, I've been impressed with Stone Dean tonight as well.
Yeah, I really have.
He's really looked good.
Charleston brings a blitz. They're going to get Chairs right when he's getting a handoff. That ball almost got ripped out. I don't know how Chairs was able to hold on to it. He does a good job. But it's going to be a loss of about 2 or 3 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and a long 7, short 8. They got to get just inside the 40, almost to the 39-yard line. Ball right now on the 47. Quarterback back to pass. He's got Dean, his brother, wide open. Dean to Dean. He's down inside the 30. And, man, really moving the ball well right now.
Again, you're talking about a kid that I don't know that enough people are talking about right now. This guy is a player and a half and he really looks good tonight for the Elks.
We've got Stone Dean as a senior. He's a wide receiver and defensive lineman. I mean, so he's got that. They call him a wide receiver, which he lines up there, but he's kind of got that flex tight end kind of, Hudson Henry kind of look to him a little bit. This one's backed up. Chair's losing yardage now. He's not happy about it. 6-yard loss. Going to back them all the way up to the 35-yard line. They got to get down to the 19 for a first down.
Of course, I'm sure they're thinking about this on the sideline right now. A touchdown puts this at what? It's 29 right now, so a touchdown would put this in the mercy rule.
Right.
So I know they're thinking about that on the sidelines.
It's a pretty good trip home. Dizzy Dean rolls out to the left. He's got a man coming back pattern. I think that was number 9. Let's see. He goes down pretty hard on that sideline, slow to get up. Yeah, that was number 9, which is Jaquay Walden. He's had several receptions. What do you got him for tonight? That would be his. Did you already write it down? You didn't, did you?
No, I haven't.
That's his 4th. He had 3 for 21 before that one. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Got 3 wide receivers. Dean is the H-back. They're going to toss this out to Chairs. Chairs stops on a dime, backstep, back against the grain. It's one of the top plays you'll see all year. A peel back, and they got the flag. And if it wasn't for that peel back, who knows if Dean would have – if Chairs would have still gotten the end zone. But he put some men on skates on that play, stopping on a dime. And we've also got an injured Charleston lineman, number 61, Trevor Jones, a senior, one of their top guys, down on the ground grabbing the knee area. Let's hope it's a cramp, but wow. Deshaun Chairs.
My goodness. So the flag is beyond the sticks there. We've got a player down as well, so obviously we want to attend to that. The flag is down past the sticks, so I wonder, do they give him the first down then move him back? What is that going to look like?
Good job on the camera action there, Aaron Powers hitting that flag for us right there at the 15-yard line. Yeah, it's going to be a blindside block, I believe, and there's he just gave it. I actually missed it, but it's definitely on Elkins. I believe that's 10-yard penalty, is it not?
It is 10 yards.
So they already had the first down, but they'll back it up. It's not going to be a first down in this situation.
I tell you what.
Repeat the down.
15 years ago, that's not a penalty.
No, not at all.
And I get that they're trying to clean it up, but that was I didn't see it to be a behind, a block in the back. He saw it coming, but.
Did you see a replay on it yet?
I have not.
That's one of the things we love bringing to you. Even if you're at the game right now,
you got the replay on that, Nate? No.
Did you capture it?
Did you get it?
Anytime we're excited about. Oh yeah, you did. Well, you got a little bit late on it.
Yeah.
Let's watch it one more time. No, you got it. You got the whole thing. Good job. So as you see, as he cuts back, let's watch it one more time. Let it loop one more time. We got Tom. It's going to be up around the 15-yard line, the penalty, right there. He kind of comes around. It's kind of an awkward one because it looks like he's going to hit another guy. If I can get my executive producer's finger out of the screen. We don't care about the injury right now. We're looking at how he's showing us how the –
it was in the back for sure.
The tackle got hit.
The way it looked.
Yeah, it's in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a peel back, really.
Right.
I mean, you could call it that technically, but that's just a straight-up clip, blocking him back.
Got some scores.
And
Atkins.
It's a serious injury, though, it looks like, to Trevor Jones.
Yeah.
He's getting up sore. He's already wearing a brace on that right knee. Go ahead with your scores.
And Jones is a senior. That's a big one right there. Desark and Hazen, 16-14 Hazen over Desark. That's a barn burner out there in Prairie County. Dover 21-16 over Atkins in the fourth. And Pottsville just went up 27-13 over Dardanelle. We will probably be efforting to try to get somebody from Pottsville on our show tonight to try to get them to talk. If they win, this would be the first win that they've had over Dardanelle in 10 years.
Yes, and that is Overtime Arkansas we're talking about. That's going to be a separate stream right after this one. We're going to have scores. We're going to have coaches on the line from around the state talking to us about their games. We're going to go through the entire scoreboard, update all of our scores, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So definitely join us right after this on OTA, Overtime Arkansas. So here we go, minute 54 to go, 42-13. It is 3rd and 12. Dean's got the ball. It's an empty set. He scrambles out of it somehow, breaks another tackle. He'll have the first down. That's a backbreaker right there if you're a Charleston Tiger. You know, you think you got him, and it's kind of like when Peyton Manning takes off and runs on you.
Right.
You know, let's be honest. And he doesn't look the most athletic, but he's able to get about a 20-yard gain that time.
He's been very effective in the run game tonight. Yep. 5 rushes, 37 yards on the night for him. And he's been used quite a bit more in the run game.
They use him just enough, like we talked about earlier in the game, to keep him honest. And he's an effective runner, just enough. This time they handed off, tried to have a little fake. He tried to he carried out a fake that time. Dean did. Tried to trick the defense there, but not able to do it.
Chair's going backward quite a bit the last few carries there.
Charleston doing a much better job defensively, staying home on him. And you kind of got to smother a guy like Chairs. If you don't, I mean, you know, we saw what he did just a moment ago. If he gets any separation, he's hard to tackle, even if he's in a phone booth with you. 2nd and 15. Dean has it. He's looking to the right. Bouncing around. Oh, the middle. That's a tough one. That was in traffic. There was some contact, but I don't think that was a great decision that time.
Yeah.
He was covered up pretty well that time by the Charleston defense.
You know, he had more time than he thought he had. Of course, you know, you're a quarterback. You're trained. 3 seconds go off in that head. You got to get rid of the football. Yeah. And he had a clean pocket right there.
Yeah. Credit the offensive line, doing a good job.
Finals from yesterday, 24-7, Hot Springs over Arkadelphia. Walnut Ridge over Cave City, 39-0. McCroy over Mount Ida, 28-0. Mansfield over Paris, 47-9. And Gurdon was a forfeit win over
legal
Foreman.
Procedure. False start on the Elks. Back them up 5. It's going to bring up 3rd and 15. It's going to go to 3rd and 20 now. Got to get all the way down inside the 2-yard line for a chance at a first down. Elkins is going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. We're going to be back with the rest of the third and the rest of the game right after this, right here on the Arkansas Sports Network.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Back here at Charleston.
Oh, Duran, I know that you are going to be pretty happy about this one. Dover 27, Atkins 16 in the fourth.
They continue to, every time Atkins gets back within one possession, Dover able to pull it out, take that lead. Just sounds.
You've been the sounding bar saying that Dover was going to be a little better this year.
A little better, yes. They got a little better last year. Been through a really tough road the last 4 or 5 years. Nice pass.
Wow.
The ball might have bounced. They're going to say, they're going to give it to him. Wow. That was Landon Martin laid out. That was a tough one. That's one where you got it, but then you hit that ground and that ball is so tough to hold on to, and he does a good job. It did look like there was a little movement. I don't know if they give it to him in the NFL, but he gets it right now.
Well, they didn't call up to the ASN booth to see if we could get a replay on that. But
Des Bryant says it was a catch.
That's 4th and 8 now.
2 by 2 here. Deshaun Chairs. They look like they're going to blitz again. Charleston has been coming out. They like to hit that A-gap with the standing up linebacker. They do. He goes through the B. Wide open through it behind him, but he's able to get it. And that is number 9, James Townsend, I believe. No, I'm sorry. That's Jaquay Walden.
Yeah.
Good job getting that ball thrown behind him a little bit. 48-13. And that's going to invoke the mercy rule now.
And unbelievably designed play there by Elkins, opening that middle all the way up. Good timing and good enough for a touchdown.
Dawson Malice continues to be perfect on the night. 49-13. Elkins with a commanding lead. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
You want a shout out? All right, we're back here at Charleston. 49-13. Elkins now, it's basically over. But, I mean, they're just too explosive. The 4A number 4 team trying to say to us, hey, what are you doing putting us at 4? We think we're top. They probably think they're number 1. But definitely making a case for it tonight. Looking very good. But Charleston also showing off some things in Charleston's first game. Was really close early, but kind of the turnovers kind of separated a little bit, and it's been a little bit tough sledding this second half. It's been basically all Elkins.
Looks like Pottsville's going to beat Dardanelle for the first time in 10 years.
Really?
Yep.
Pottsville has a lot of talent. I don't know the situation over Dardanelle. I know Creed Vega moving up. He's a junior. No, he's a 10th grader, actually. He's played last year as a freshman. One of their best players. Of course, does Chatton play football this year? I know his daddy did back in the day. I know he's one of the top basketball players over for Dardanelle. Roderick.
Yes.
But I don't know if he plays on the football field. But you got a score, or are we just going to tease him?
We're looking, I believe it's final.
Really?
Yep, 27-13, I believe it's final.
27-13. Life without the older Vega brother, Drew Vega.
Well,
a little tough.
I mean,
he's just been the quarterback for. It just seems like a decade.
Give Pottsville a lot of credit too. They came and lost to this Elkins team 51-0. By the way, okay. So Charleston, if you're watching right now,
exactly
51-0 last week, and then they turn around and beat Dardanelle.
Nice pass by Little.
Good throw.
Good job by Gayona, able to kind of turn around and pull that ball in.
So this is just my opinion, but I feel like they might need to get him a little bit more involved in the offense. He seems to be making plays tonight, yes.
Oh, I agree. He's a good one. They've tried to get to him a few times, just couldn't make it happen. But that's going to be the last play of the fourth period. We're going to have one more quarter of action right here on the Game of the Week right after this on ASM.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but we know there's growth in the journey. At ATU, we value this moment because here, nature becomes your classroom. So breathe it in. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
All right, we're back here at Charleston. Start of the fourth period. Charleston with the ball. Just had a nice completion out to Gayona, and now it's 1st and 10. So quarterback's back to pass. He's running for his life. Oh, he ends up hitting his intended receiver. Is that Huck?
Yep.
Huck's definitely been banged up a little bit tonight. Not looking quite like himself, but he snags that one at the 49-yard line.
About 7 yards on that one.
Bring up second and about 3 from the 49 of Elkins.
Clock should continually run here in the fourth quarter. Charleston's going to bounce back. Got Ozark next week. I think Charleston will look better next week. You take a couple turnovers out of the first half, and this game is a much better game than it is right now. You also got to remember Elkins is pretty darn good.
Yeah.
It's a learning experience tonight for the defending 3A state champions, but I'll bet you by the time that we get to playoff time, this team's going to be tough to beat.
I guarantee it. Nice pull that time from big number 78, Devin Bates, the sophomore, playing right guard right now. They got a couple yards on the run. Now they toss it out. He's going to have the first down. That's Marechka. Reese Marechka, the senior, having a good night. He's over 100 now? I think he's been over 100 for a little bit.
Yeah, he's right at 100. That's going to get him.
Yep.
104 is what we got on him now.
9 carries, 104 yards. I kind of went away from him a little bit in that third when things kind of got out of hand. I don't know if that helped things overall, really. So Gayona's split out to the left, 2 wide to the right. Marechka's a tailback, and you've got Smithson in as a H-back. Got to set his feet. He's going to get around some guys. Sidearm pass. Put it on the money, but right through the hands of Huck. Huck's had a tough night. He's frustrated. But
I'm telling
like you said, Carter Little, man, he's definitely – you have been Nostradamus on it a little bit. He's going to be good.
He's going to be a good one. And, again, it's about the game slowing down. Some of it is just about playing in a team that's a little bit more on your level. I mean, Elkins – maybe I'm crazy when I say this, would be the favorite to win 3A.
Yeah,
I don't think that's really hard to say.
Who we got at 1 and 2? Rivercrest and no, it's 4.
Yeah, we got Prescott. We've got Boonville.
Yes.
And again, no disparaging to anybody. I'm just saying.
No flags. Another sidearm pass. This time that was a tough one though. In the backfield, he caught it, trying to get back to the original line of scrimmage. That was number 22 on the reception. Maddox Terry, a sophomore. So sophomore to sophomore that time. They're going to call it a no gain. 3rd and about 11. I'm going to call it a loss of 1.
That's what it looked like. I think, yeah, they are going to go ahead and mark it as a loss of 1 now.
So 3rd and 11. They need a first down right here. Two down territory, of course.
If you're Charleston, you've got to have Marechka's got to be first and foremost in this offense. But
He's in pistol right here.
I think Carter Little is a kid that can feed off of that. And again, when you look at the size difference here on the offensive and defensive line, that's why you're seeing the fact that Charleston really hasn't been able to do much on the running game outside of the 80-yard run that they had early in this ball game. So I just think that when you see some teams that are this is just me. I'm just talking. I don't think Ozark's as good as Elkins, and I sure don't think Nashville's as good. I know Nashville beat them last year. I just think that this year Elkins is really, really good.
Yeah, I think Elkins is better than they were last year. I'm not sure about everybody else you named. So I agree with you on the same wavelength there. And, Elkins, they got some good size on that D-line, but their linebackers really, they don't fall off much. Their linebackers are pretty big boys. They're coming in and plugging those gaps. Dean back there, man, he has a really sidearm baseball kind of throw to him. That one falls short. That was tough. He just kind of getting rid of it. He was about to get hammered.
He's got a decent arm though. Got a decent arm. So now with the clock running, does Elkins throw out the second team offense? That's going to be the question. I see Chairs out there now. He's going back to sideline. That's exactly what it looks like. Yes. Elkins going to get some reps for some other people. So we need to remind people after this ball game, give us about 15 minutes, and we're going to get Overtime Arkansas started. We've got a lot of games that we're going to talk about. We've got some games at Hazen, and we've got at Desark. We've got Boonville and Ozark that we're going to talk to. Trying to get a representative from Pottsville. I mean, anytime that you beat a team for the first time in 10 seasons, you got to get them up there. Anybody else, you can send us your scores. Also, tag us in your top plays. There's been several of them tonight that we could have probably put out there. And who is that, number 33?
Number 33
Connor
is,
Ham. Is that right? Connor Ham?
Connor Ham, 2 M's. And he's just a sophomore for Elkins.
See, that's the thing about Elkins. They had a good junior high team last year as well. So they're still coming.
Yep. Talking about Pottsville Darnell, and the first time Pottsville's won in 10 years. That's battle of 247 right there. We just keep it coming, right?
Right.
I mean,
and I'm going to try to get down here to talk to some folks from Elkins after the ball game tonight, so we'll see if we can get some video of them, and we're just going to see what we can do with the second episode of Overtime Arkansas.
That's right. Running back able to kind of lose ground there to get the corner. He's able to do it and get some positive yards. He's getting up slow. He got popped pretty good. Was that Ham again, number 33? It was. He gets all the way up to the 50. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3. 3rd and a short 3.
Nate been over there tonight. Last week
Nate Sparks.
He was a little bit nervous, a little bit hot. Tonight's been a lot cooler, a little less nerves and a little less sweat. Got Aaron over there. Aaron's a big Dover guy as well. I know we've been talking about Duran being a Dover guy, but we want to throw Aaron in there as well. Aaron graduated from Dover. We've got a lot of River Valley flavor in this booth, so that's why we talk about them. We've got a Rivercrest and Mills representative we're going to talk to tonight.
Awesome. That's a huge game in the 4A.
So, and then any scores and updates that you want to give us, we're going to do it. But make sure you hit that share button for us as well. Let everybody know that you're watching it.
A little loose with the football that time, but he goes down. Not going to have enough for the first down.
That was a new ball carrier, by the way, number 40.
Number 40, which is
number 40.
They have SR as his first name, SR Williams.
Okay.
I think he's a sophomore, so I thought maybe it was a typo saying senior right there in the wrong column, but maybe it is SR. Maybe they're predicting he's going to name his kid a junior one day.
SR and JR, right?
Mr. Williams getting that carry. He did get some positive yards, but it's not enough. He got a yard. Now it's 4th and 2. Are they going to go for it here from the 49-yard line with a 49-13 lead? Looks like there might going to be a timeout. Yep, they're going to get a delay a game. The play clock rolls down. Back them up 5, and they'll punt it. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back right after this on ASN.
Great Depression. Nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real. To always keep it Tyson.
All right, here we go. They're going to punt it away from his own 34-yard line where he let his man. Look at that. Punt just dies out at the 6-yard line. They're going to down it there right around the 6. Nice punt from number 12, Landon Neal.
Down at the 6-yard line. That's what the Tigers will take over first.
Great job on the punt that time from Elkins. Elkins' special teams have been amazing tonight.
Yeah.
They've perfect on extra points, great on punts, and they took one punt return back 55 yards. That was, of course, Deshaun Shares earlier in the game. So, you know, there's a stat on when you take a punt return or a kick return for a touchdown on your winning percentage, how much it helps you, and, of course, that definitely helped out tonight.
Man, yeah, you know, that was something that we haven't talked a ton about tonight is Chairs. You know, he's going to finish with 159 yards on rushing, but he carried a 55-yarder to the house. And he was fantastic tonight. But, boy, I tell you what, Dizzy Dean, 17 of 23, 4 touchdowns tonight.
Yeah.
He didn't do a lot of things wrong, I can tell you.
He's got a lot of weapons around him, and he was also a capable and willing runner. Just had a great night. That was a carry from Jared Smithson, if you missed it. Lost 2 yards on a play, brings up 2nd and 12.
So, again, just stick with us.
In the end zone. That is Smithson. There's a volleyball on the field at the 10. Luckily, it didn't affect the play any. But Smithson had a little spin move, got back to the original line of scrimmage. So, 3rd and 10 from the 6.
Like I said, stick with us tonight. I say stick with us. Hang in there with us. We'll have OTA here. We'll definitely have it right about 10 o'clock. So make sure that you tune in. We'll have the opportunity to get things set up. We're looking forward to bringing you scores from and maybe even highlights from around the state of Arkansas.
Little still the quarterback. No, that's a backup. I'm sorry. That's number 8 in. He's rolling out in the end zone. He's got to get rid of it. He throws it up for grabs, and Elkins pulls it down. See if we can find out who that is. He's in a lot of Elks down there. Hard to see. Alexander Hogan, the stadium announcer, saw it on the interception. The quarterback is Joel Childers. Eric Chastain, a sophomore. A lot of sophomores on this Charleston roster.
Yes, a lot of sophomore and junior laden ball club, and 107 to go, and that's about going to do it for us.
Dover Pirates take down Atkinson and Rivals, go 28-16. Brad's going to go down to the field, see if he can get some interviews with the Elkins coaching staff after this victory. But this should be the last play because the clock running down here. 49-13, they're going to take a knee. And that should be the last one. So we are going to take a break here in just a moment. We'll get our final stats after that break on the screen for you when we come back, and we'll wrap this one up and get ready for overtime Arkansas right after that. But we'll be back in just a moment. 49-13, Elkins with the victory. See you in about a minute.
Time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
One way that you can see a kid play, and that's the whole point of what we do, is to allow kids to be seen through the Arkansas Sports Network. We don't do highlight tapes, we do full games. And so you can see any kid that you want to just by watching us.
No, I thought you guys, matter of fact, that's funny because for me, like I couldn't get out and go to the state tournaments because we were playing. And I actually got to watch a lot of the games through y'all's network.
Oh, well, thank you.
To watch, and the kids we were recruiting, we just signed the Jaron Burrow kid from Manila.
Yeah.
You know, and just watching, we got to watch his games through the state tournament and seeing him play that we wouldn't have been able to go watch.
Tommy Reddick right now playing with onions. Burrow for 3. He's back at him. This is fun, ain't it? It's a privilege, boys, to be up here calling these games.
Number one, thank you guys for what you're doing here.
Oh, I appreciate it.
We were watching at home last night. I hope you guys know what you're doing here matters. And you guys have been one of the stories of the postseason is the job you're doing here.
And we've got Bree McCarty on the line here. Congratulations, Bree. Bree, tell us a little bit about how you feel about winning the Arkansas Sports Network and D3 Auto Sales Arkansas Girls High School MVP.
Well, I'm definitely honored. I'm really excited about it.
On this front line. Rodriguez, he's going to set up Maddie Smith. He goes across the court. The libero's there. That's that freshman setting up Welch. Was it in? I think it was. Nope, it's out.
They're calling a tap, though.
Oh, there's a miscommunication.
Rolling out the pass. He throws it, and King comes underneath it. He intercepts it. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20, the 10, and he's going to be brought down from behind. And I'll tell you what, Luke King is showing.
What's up, everybody? This is Dare Saul, owner and general manager of D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc, Arkansas. And we are a proud sponsor of Arkansas Sports Network. Arkansas Sports Network has been so great to the communities and small towns of Arkansas and high school sports. They are on their way to be the biggest thing in high school sports, and we're proud to be a sponsor.
All right, we're back at Alumni Field for the last time on this stream. 49-13. Elkins comes to town. The number 4 team in 4A takes down the number 4 team in 3A, Charleston. And we've got your total yards there on the screen for you. Starting off with Elkins, 49-13, 205 rushing yards, 179 passing yards, 384 total. Only committed 1 turnover. Charleston had 110 rushing yards on the ground. 106 of those came from Marechka, 104 of those, came from Marechka. 121 passing yards, total yards 231, 2 turnovers. Get you into some individual scores here. Marechka 9 for 104, had the 1 touchdown from 80 yards out. Carter Little 3 for 5, 2 for, and Smithson had a couple late, but I think we got him down as 2 for 1 yard. Over for passing-wise, actually, let's hit that real quick. Carter Little, 11 of 25, 121 yards. 1 touchdown for 12 yards, no interceptions. And for Elkins individually, Deshaun Chairs, the man, 26 attempts, 159 yards, 6.1 yards per carry. He had 1 rushing touchdown. Dizzy Dean carried the ball 5 times for 37 yards. Connor Ham, 2 for 8. Williams, number 40, come in late. He had 1 yard on 1 carry. Dizzy Dean, 17 of 23 passing for 179 yards with 4 touchdown passes. He had touchdown passes of 14, 14, 5, and 8. And passing totals for, let me get this keyboard to scroll here. Just one moment. We've got Stone Dean. He had 5 receptions for 73 yards and 1 touchdown. Number 9, Jaquay Walden. He had 5 catches for 34 yards and a touchdown. Number 1, James Townsend had 4 catches for 28 yards and 1 touchdown. Number 2, Deshaun Chairs. He caught 1 catch out of the backfield for 5 yards. And number 3, Landon Martin. He had 5 catches, 72 yards, and 1 touchdown. So they spread it out there pretty well. That is your end-of-game stats. We appreciate everybody watching the Arkansas Sports Network as we brought you this game of the week as Elkins gets the victory 49-13. But stay tuned. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. We're going to have our Overtime Arkansas show. We'll have scores and highlights from around the state right here. You can get caught up on everything that happened tonight. Friday Night Football right here on Overtime Arkansas. We'll be back.